And we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome into another stream. It's just going to be me today. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I really do appreciate it. Had a little bit of a faulty tech setup here, but we are all good. Rams, Bucs getting underway here in a second. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, watching. Some key storylines here to look out for, obviously, for the Rams. Harrison Mevis kicking, obviously, has not yet kicked any field goals. As we are live here, just want to welcome everyone in chat. Jessica saying, go Rams. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, thank you. Hang on a minute, having a bit of a technical difficulty here. All right, getting my broadcast back up. Jessica saying we got this. Yes, we do. As we got kickoff happening right now. I did miss the toss. It looks like the Rams have deferred, so the Bucs are going to start with the ball. Here, kicking off, Ethan Evans, obviously. That is going to be fielded in front of the end zone. Bucs are going to return it. They're going to start off at around the 29-ish yard line. Good tackle there on special teams by the Rams. And leave your score predictions in the chat right now for how you think this game's going to go. I got 30-21. Rams winning this game. Let me know what you think down in the chat right now. I'll be reading it as always. All right, we have a little pause in the action here. I'm going to send out the stream. That does remind me, if you ever want more people to tune in to the streams, make sure you send them out. Share it, share the link. You know, we want as many people as possible in here. Josh and I are going to be back next week. A Bucs start with the ball, though, from the 28. Baker hands off to Rachaad White, who's going to get about 4. Going to be 2nd down and 6. Not a big Rachaad White fan, at least for me, as you know. And also, but before we get too far into it, make sure to like the stream and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, and we are around 230 away. So make sure to hit that sub button right now. St. Louis Rams fan says 37-20 Rams. Yeah, I can see that being a valid score pick. Also going to be 2nd and 4, actually, not 2nd and 6. Rams look like they might be showing pressure. Mayfield passes to Ibuka. It's a guy we got to cover. And the Rams get the stop. Going to be just short of the first down there for the Bucs. Cam Kitchens in on a nice tackle there. Going to be 3rd and short now for Tampa. And for the Rams, the key for them is going to be getting off of the field. We saw this last week against the Seahawks, that especially in that last drive. Josh and I kept going like, what are you doing? What are you doing? That there really wasn't anything for them to do. Just they could not get off of the field, showing Ibuka's stats. 6 touchdowns already, 46 catches, 720 yards. Having an insane rookie season. 3rd down and a long one for this Bucs offense. Baker hands it off to Sean Tucker, who was awesome last week, and Sean Tucker is going to get the first down at around the 46-ish yard line here. And some key notes for the Bucs here, too, as the Bucs set up for their first down play, that they are going through a lot of injuries right now. No Mike Evans. I do not see Chris Godwin out there on the field. Tristan Wirfs is back, but no Jamal Dean on their defense, so look for Devonta Adams to have a big game. Juan saying, let's go Rams. Thank you, Juan. Really appreciate it. I know you're in chat a lot, Juan. Thank you very much for watching. Baker and the Bucs setting up for a first down near midfield at the 40. Mayfield wastes a snap. Fakes to Tucker. Mayfield rolling to his left. Mayfield not going to get anywhere. Kobe Turner with a good job there on the pressure. Mayfield going to get around 1, setting up 2nd and long. Good job there by the Rams D-line. And I put that in my keys to the game as well. Baker Mayfield's a runner when he needs to be. So it's definitely going to be key. And then St. Louis Rams fan says, Josh, what was your thoughts for Eagles losing to Dallas? Yeah, I was watching the end of that game right before this one. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. I'm not an Eagles fan by any means. I'm not normally a Dallas fan, but, you know, for this week, I could be a Dallas fan. That was a great second half comeback from the Cowboys. Got to give them credit. The Eagles, man, do not look very good, is on 2nd and 7. Mayfield flips it to Tez Johnson, who's going to be close to the first down. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 1 yet again for the Bucs. And the Rams struggling to get off the field early here on 3rd downs. Not great. It's Todd Bowles, head coach of the Bucs, in his 4th season now as the head coach. 3rd and 1 at the 49, looking to get to midfield. And off to Tucker yet again, and Tucker picks up the first down and more. Going to be around a gain of 7 yards so far. The Eagles not so far the Rams, I should say, not doing what they need to do. But yeah, St. Louis Rams fan, yeah, that was definitely a weird game. The first half, I didn't see too much of. I was, prepping for this. But for, that second half to end the way it was. And also, Chiefs-Colts going into overtime. Colts kind of selling that game. At halftime, we're going to talk about all these games. So make sure that you stay tuned for that. Because halftime, we're going to be really going in depth about some of the earlier games. Because there were some big ones here. 1st and 10 at the 46 of the Rams. Mayfield going deep. Launching towards the end zone for a Bucca. Great play by Kobe Durant. Land shark there to break it up. What an insane breakup there by Kobe Durant. Juan also saying it was a weird game. Yeah, Floyd, nice pass break. And I see you in chat, Floyd. Yeah, that was a great play by Kobe Durant. Leaving him kind of one-on-one here with Egbuka. Obviously, Egbuka kind of beats him a little bit here early on. Seeing the replay. Forbes trying to race over to help. Kobe Durant says, Emmanuel, thank you for trying, but I don't need it. Yeah, that's a great pass break up there. Saves their momentum as well. The Bucs taking up almost 4 minutes on this drive. Still from the 46 of the Rams. 2nd and 10, not yet in field goal range for the former USC kicker, Chase McLaughlin. Rachaad White gets nothing as expected. Braden Fisk in there on the tackle. Good job there by Braden Fisk. Manuel, what's up, Josh? What's up, Manuel? Thank you very much for watching, as always. Yeah, big game here so far. Fisk looking a little tired already here early on. And again, Rachaad White, not necessarily the most explosive running back. I can go on and on as to why I'm not the biggest Rachaad White fan. It's only on the field stuff. Manuel, thanks for streaming tonight. You're welcome. Manuel, I thought about it. I was hoping I'd be able to get the stream going. I did. So if there's any issues on your end, make sure to put in chat so I can try to fix them. But I think so far we're doing okay. Baker on 3rd and 9. Bringing the blitz. McCreary gets in the backfield. We have a McCreary sighting. Baker tries to loft it. Actually, Chris Godwin is out there. That was too Chris Godwin. I did not see him out there earlier, but Chris Godwin is out there for an update. They cannot get it. 4th and 9. Nice to see Roger McCreary out there as the broadcast highlighting him now. Speaking of the broadcast, I saw it's Chris Collinsworth's 500th NFL game broadcasted, so fair play to him. I saw the Rams gift him with a cool little jacket. Yeah, again, Baker rolling out to his left, something he can do. Just overshoots Godwin. Cam Curl kind of in the vicinity for a pick, but not necessarily the best angle there. Juan saying very smooth so far. Thank you. Just trying to make sure we're all good here. Fair catch is going to be called for by Kyren Williams, actually returning that punt there at around the 19-yard line of the Bucs. Matthew Stafford going to hop out here for the Rams' offensive first possession after a quick commercial break on the broadcast side. Manuel said doing good so far. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. But now we got a commercial break, we can go into some of these earlier games here. Manuel said, what's up, Ramley in chat? Yeah, everyone respond to that. But looking at some of these earlier games, obviously we talked a little bit about Cowboys-Eagles, but Colts-Chiefs, man. The Colts up 20-9 in the early window in the fourth quarter. I had the Colts winning this game, just for my own picks. Excuse me there. I really thought the Colts were going to get this one done. Juan saying, always love the videos and streams. Thank you very much, Juan. We love you as well, and everyone in chat does as well. Daniel Jones had a pretty decent game until the fourth quarter. I mean, wow, the Colts offense non-existent in the fourth quarter. They couldn't really get Jonathan Taylor going. They decided to keep throwing the ball, and Tony Romo made an interesting point on the broadcast about them not going for a fourth down, which I thought was interesting, and based on how the game kind of ended, even though it went into overtime for it to end, I do understand what he's saying. And Jonathan Taylor not really efficient. Ashton Dulin led the Colts in receiving yards, which, no offense to Ashton Dulin, not necessarily what you want if you're going to win games. Although Jermaine Pratt had 20 tackles, so fair play to Jermaine Pratt having an amazing game. Mahomes had a bunch of passing yards, over 300, but a pick. Kareem Hunt, 30 carries for 104 yards. Not really the most efficient runner, but I got to give him credit. Rashee Rice was awesome in this game. He did have a bit of a hamstring injury, so I do have Rashee Rice on my fantasy team, so I am a bit concerned about that selfishly and obviously for his own health too. Also, Lions-Giants going into overtime. No one's really talking about that game. Juan saying Colt should have ran the ball. Yeah, I totally agree. I was watching like, what are you doing? You got Jonathan Taylor, who's been the best back in football this year by far. And that player, 69, says, Ram Gang, thank you. Ram Gang. Yeah, Lions had a big game. Jahmyr Gibbs, also on my fantasy team. I know I keep talking about my fantasy team, but Jahmyr Gibbs, man, 61 points for me in fantasy. More importantly, though, for the Lions, 219 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, over 40 receiving yards, and a touchdown as well. St. Brown, Southern California kid, had another awesome game. Love to see it. Jared Goff was just okay. Jameis caught a passing touchdown. I don't know if y'all saw that, but Jameis caught a receiving touchdown. Yes, that was one of the plays of the year. He had 366 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. The classic Jameis Winston game. Again, the Giants just so close to a lot of these teams. Manuel saying Josh the final boss. Finehirsh. Hey, that one could work. Josh and I for next week. We're gonna look into those nicknames. Juan saying the Lions shouldn't have almost lost to the Giants. Yeah, I do agree. I do agree with that. However, we do have this game back on, so we are going to shift our focus here. Stafford on 1st and 10. They gave it to him at the 20. Generous spot there. Stafford going to hand off on this first play. Going to get around 1. The 1963 LED said, how are the Bears 8-3? Yeah, that's definitely another interesting one. The Bears, they keep winning late games. They're kind of doing what the Chiefs did last year. Just playing so well at the end of games. And they're only going to get 1 there on the carry. So 2nd and 9. Stafford drops back, looking to pass, bit of pressure in his face. He's going to find Kyren, but Levante David, the veteran, been doing it for over a decade, gets him down for another short gain. Going to be 3rd and long already here for the Rams. Not the best start for this offensive possession. Looking for Devontae, looking for Puka, looking for Terrence Ferguson to make a big play here. What do you think is going to happen? Predict the play right now. I got Devontae. I think it's 3rd and Devontae time. Put it in chat right now. What do you got for this play? Stafford from the 23 to Davante Adams. Manuel says 3rd and Nacua. Unfortunately, Manuel, you are incorrect. Davante, you're getting that first down. I'm 1 for 1 so far. I might just keep doing this, man. You know, we're riding solo. You know, like a Jason Derulo song right now. We're riding solo. So definitely trying to create some new little segments here that we can do. Davante gets down to about the 36. Hey, you meant 3rd and Devontae. Okay, we'll give it to you. We'll give it to you. Maybe the chat can vote on it. I say we give it to Manuel. First down here at the 35.5-yard line. 8:30 left in the quarter. 0-0. Stafford drops back again. Good blocking. Finds Colby Parkinson for a nice little gain of 8. Going to be 2nd down and 2. St. Louis Rams fan, there is an Adams first down. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've made a whole video about this. If you missed that after this game, go back and watch it, where the connection between Stafford and Adams has to be better than it was against the Seahawks. And obviously showing Stafford's stats, 27 touchdowns, the most in the NFL, passing touchdowns-wise. So Drake May and Jonathan Taylor didn't do too much to help their MVP cases. JSN certainly did. Another fantasy team member of mine, 41. I know I keep bringing it back to fantasy, but a lot of big games for a lot of big teams. 2nd and 3, I should say. I actually knocked a bit of a weird spot. Stafford drops back, has some pressure. Finds Nacua on the right side of the field. Nakua's going to get down out of bounds around the Bucs' 27-yard line. Big gain for Stafford. Going to be first down near the red zone already for the Rams. And after a rough start on offense, the Rams getting back into it, man. Well, I was saying I'm happy that Baker found a home in Tampa. Oh, I am too. I've always been a Baker guy. I mean, when Odell's dad was making those videos on Twitter, Baker was definitely missing him a few times, but he was also playing hurt at the time, which I think was a mistake, because he had a really good rookie season and a good 2020, and then it kind of went downhill, and he was a decent Ram, but obviously we had Stafford. I'm happy for Baker, too. I like Baker. I think he's a really good leader as well. Going to give him the 26.5-yard line. Actually, Stafford for 453 yards already. 1st and 10. Drops back again. Yaya Diaby with some pressure, and Diaby's going to bring him down. Yaya Diaby's a guy the Bucs really need to step up with. Kalaja Kancey still out with his injury as well. And I believe no Hassan Reddick either. Actually, you forget Hassan Reddick's on this team because of all the injuries. But yeah, Yaya Diaby is a guy that the Bucs really need to step up. Getting right past to Eric Jackson. Kind of easily. Warren McClendon was a player to watch for me, just because he's replacing, Havenstein right now as well. But definitely interesting. I noticed the last few games that Jackson has been caught slipping from Manuel. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I still think it's very good. That I think is going to be fixed. I don't think it's too big of a deal, but yeah, that 2nd and 20 now from the 39. Puka is going to get around 2 there, so it's going to be 3rd and long. We might see the first field goal attempt from Harrison Mevis. That is something that I've been wanting to see. He's been perfect on extra points. A St. Louis Rams fan says that's where Stafford actually just throw the ball away. Yes, I totally agree. Although he didn't really have much time to throw the ball away. And Yaya Diaby again wreaking havoc. 3rd and 18. Stafford dropping back. Going deep. Puka wide open on the sideline. We'll see if he gets the first down. It's going to be close. And he is going to get the first down. Puka doing the celebration. Huge throw and catch from Stafford and Nacua, duo we've come to love over these last 2.5 seasons. Manuel, now it is 3rd and Nacua, Manuel, yes. Yeah, barely getting that first down. Able to get his 2nd foot in bounds and bring the ball over that marker. Just great foot control by Nacua. Juan said, can we all be thankful that the Falcons gave us a top 10 draft pick? Yes, we can, although they did win today. They did win. I mean, they played the Saints, so they are going to win that game, but we'll see. We hope it's a top 10 pick. Rams play the Falcons in around a month to try to help that pick. Stafford with a fake. Sidearm throw to Parkinson. It's going to be close. We'll see where they spot him. And they're going to spot him out at the 1. It looks like it's going to be 1st down and goal for the Rams. St. Louis Rams fans saying I see a touchdown this drive for the Rams. I can see that as well with the way they've been throwing. I'd like to see the run game get a bit more involved, as right as Manuel said it in chat. I think, yes, he is out at the 1. That is the correct call. There's not a touchdown. 1st down and goal. 4:50 left in the quarter. Both teams starting off here with pretty long drives. And Stafford already is 7 for 7 for 88 yards. Looking a little mad here in the huddle, though. We got 210 people already viewing it, so make sure to... We got 31 right now live. Make sure to send out the stream. I know it was a bit of a last-second one. And the Rams end up having to burn a timeout early yet again in the first quarter, which is not great. Not necessarily the way that you want to start the game. Stafford not liking what he was seeing, ended up calling a timeout, which, if it ends up being the right play, it ends up being the right play. We'll see what they call here. What do you think they're going to call here on 1st and goal from the 1? I do think you got to try to run the ball. I know the one time they ran with Kyren didn't necessarily work here early on in this one, but we have to wait and see here. 1st and goal. 22 seconds left on the play clock. Clock stop. No need for the Rams to be in any rush. From the 1, Stafford awaits. He's going to lose a throw to Devontae. Who gets his feet in? Touchdown, Rams. Devontae Adams, 11th touchdown of the year already. 6-0 Rams. Great throw. Devontae has been unguardable in the end zone lately. 5:38 time of possession. 10 plays, 80 yards. Rams celebrating it. I'm loving it. Floyd saying touchdown Stafford to Devontae. Yes. Manuel saying that's amazing. How it looked like a run all the way until he passed the ball to Adams. Yeah. And Zion McCollum is on him. A guy I talked about with Jamel Dean being out. Zion McCollum is going to have to be a guy who's going to be on him. And Antoine Winfield kind of coming over to help, but not really enough as Mevis is out there for the extra point yet again. Good snap, good hold. Mevis pretty much right down the middle. 10 for 10 now on extra points. Juan saying I'm loving the Devontae signing. And I still can't believe he's actually on the Rams. Yeah, I was actually quite surprised when we made the signing. It made sense because obviously with the situation with Cooper Kupp, we needed another receiver. But did not think it would be Devontae. And obviously I was very happy when that happened. St. Louis Rams fans says another Devontae touchdown. Yes, sir. Manuel. I was watching a podcast with Devontae Adams. He was talking about how he grew up playing basketball. That's how he has the moves to get released in the end zone. I do think I didn't see that podcast clip, but I think I heard about that somewhere. They did grow up playing basketball. It makes sense. A lot of these tight ends, Tony Gonzalez, Antonio Gates. I was not blanking on his name there, but yeah, both of those guys ended up playing basketball at a pretty high level. Mo Alley Cox as well. TJ saying touchdown, welcome TJ. We got Juan Ramos also saying, what was your final score prediction? I have a 30-21 Rams. TD saying, what up, Ramley? What up, TD? Welcome in. Hopefully you had a good football Sunday to everyone in chat. Now we kind of go into some other games here as well, now that it is halftime. The Lakers are also on right now, so we are going to do a bit of score watching there. They're tied with the Jazz, which is never a good sign. But going here to some NFL games. Shedeur Sanders getting his first start of his career, dominating the Raiders, looking pretty good. He had a nice 52-yard catch. What do you think of Shedeur, chat? What do we think of Shedeur? He looked pretty good. I didn't see the full game, but I did see some highlights, which is very casual of me. But he looked good from what I saw. So hopefully the Browns stick with him. Got you a win. Something I don't believe Dylan Gabriel's done. The final score is going to be a lot too little Rams win, lol JK, man. Well, I do think this has blowout potential. I did say that in my video just because of all the injuries. But the Bucs offense, they were kind of rolling a little bit before they, unfortunately, stalled out for them. So going back to some players to watch, though, for this game. Tristan Wirfs, obviously, lineman number 78, looking pretty good, coming back from the shoulder injury. Sean Tucker looks pretty good early. Sez Johnson, Sterling Shepard, guys to watch outside of Igbuka, Vita Vea, Levante David, and Zion McCollum as well. And for the Rams, I really wanted to highlight Warren McClendon, Josh Wallace, and Roger McCreary. McCreary already being able to get into the backfield is key. And I'm hoping that he has a good year. Yeah, I do. Yeah. And then Juan saying his tape looks pretty decent. I'm assuming we're talking about Shedeur here, which I do agree. I hope he's decent, man. Because I think a lot of what's being said about him is a little bit unfair, especially because nothing was really released as to what he was doing leading into the draft. If something gets released that he was doing some messed up stuff, then okay, then we got to hold him accountable. But until then, seems a little bit weird to me as the Bucs to get a touchback there as we get back into game action here. 4:32 left in the quarter. Yeah. Showing the replay here, McCollum, Winfield trying to help out. Winfield obviously has been great ever since that Super Bowl year. Winfield just kind of late on it because he thinks it's a run, like you were saying in chat, and Devontae just wide open once again. Kind of looked like he was sealing somebody off in the post. Juan saying I think he deserves a chance like anyone else. Yeah. And obviously if he's not good, he's not good. But if he is good, you keep him in there. TBD said, told you all my Ravens will be back this year. You know what? TBD, fair enough, man. I doubted the Ravens. I was very wrong on that. So definitely going to be interesting there as we have a quick little gain there for the Bucs. Devontae has a touchdown in 5 straight games. Yeah, he does. He does. Sorry about this for a second here. Sean Tucker had 3 touchdowns last week against the Bills. He was awesome. Nothing much there. He did get 2 key first downs for them earlier on in this game. So definitely going to be important to see there. 2nd and 6 from the 38.5. Back to Sean Tucker. He's going to get about 2. Cam Curlin there on the stop. Definitely important here that the Rams are able to stop the run. Both these defenses are, around a little bit above average of stopping the run, both in between that 10 and 15. Mark 3rd down and 4 for the Bucs. A 3 and out here for the Rams would be really good to get this game going early. Because you don't want to have the Bucs get too far ahead of the sticks, too far ahead of everything to where they start scoring. Man, well, saying I feel bad for Captain Q Lake. Yeah, I do too, man. I actually still haven't seen the play where he got hurt because it was something that kind of was swept under the rug until the end. 3rd and 4. That is going to be... Godwin had it. Let's see if he gets the first down. It is nice to see Chris Godwin back. Someone who's been so important to the Bucs ever since he's been there. It's going to be close. Let's see where they spot him. And then Juan saying Eagles lost, so we're the 1 seed if we win. Yes. Yes, Chris Godwin has made an all-pro team. 19 and 29 games missed since 2024. Yes. Man, Wallace saying hopefully he can come back in time for the playoffs. Yes, I agree. TD saying we love that one for the 1 seed. Yeah, that would be great. They are going to give Godwin a first down. Nice to see Godwin back in action, obviously. First down for the Bucs from the 45.5. Oh, play is read beautifully by Kobe Durant. Got right over the block of Cade Otton. Gets Igbuka down. We have another Josh in chat. Oh, I believe this is actually Josh saying, let's go, partner. What up, Ramily? Hey, that is Josh. Your personal account now has been in this chat. Just wanted to, so now people can find that. If there's any videos on there, we don't know. Thank you, Josh, for the support. Hopefully you're enjoying your vacation. We will be back streaming together next week. 2nd and 13 after the great play by Kobe Durant. Baker to Cade Otton. And that's going to be taken away by Kobe Durant. Kobe Durant running down the sideline. To the 20. To the 10. Just got to beat Baker. Cam Kitchens blocks him. Touchdown, Rams. We'll see if this holds. We'll see if they're saying forward progress was stopped. But for now, this is going to be, I believe, a fumble recovery touchdown. That's not going to be a pick. We'll see exactly how they end up scoring this. But for now, it is going to be a touchdown, man. Well, saying it's a pick 6. We'll see. Or it's an INT. Did he have full possession of this? Let's see. This is a turnover regardless here. No, he didn't. That is going to be a pick 6. Kobe Durant. We love to see it. Cade Otton couldn't bring him down. Cade Otton's having a decent year, too. So feel bad for him. But Baker almost had a chance to bring him down. But Cam Kitchens there with a nice block. Josh Wallace and Jalen McCullough all in that vicinity on that interception as well. Yeah, what a play by Kobe Durant. Floyd saying it's going to be a long night for Tampa Bay. Yeah, it is. It is, unfortunately. Because I'm a Tampa Bay guy. I mean, I don't have any allegiance to it, but, I mean, I like Baker. I'm a huge Mike Evans fan. But unfortunately, he's out right now, too. Kobe Durant able to stay on his feet, run down the left sideline, get it to go. Mevis, some rush got back there, but Mevis is able to hit that extra point, now 11 for 11 during his Rams career. Juan saying pick 6. Yes, we love it. We love it. Rams defense playing pretty well without Quentin Lake. You know, Ramblin' fan was talking about some mental lapses. I haven't seen a lot of mental lapses from this Rams defense so far. I'm seeing more mental lapses from the Bucs side of things as a whole. But the Bucs are going to get a ball. TBD says all Rams fans love Baker. Yeah, I've loved Baker since he was at Oklahoma, man. Suddenly what's been talked about as a Rams week? Yeah. Yeah, Josh G saying, miss you guys, wish I was home streaming. Yeah, we miss you too, Josh. Hopefully you're having some fun in Vegas. Not too much fun, but having some fun there. Manuel saying, Josh, are you at work? I will let Josh answer that for himself since he is in chat. But yeah, thank you, Josh, for tuning in. I know we were talking about it. You unfortunately had to miss this stream, but hey, nice to see that you are watching, though. You're watching. Rams win. Josh cashes in 600 in Vegas. Okay, we have a little more on the line here. You know what you need to do right now so that you can win? And more importantly, the Rams can win? You gotta like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and share the stream as well. Floyd, as I was saying, certainly what's been talked about as a weak link for the Rams. Their secondary is now looking like a strength. Oh, yeah. I can see that. I wouldn't say it's still their best part of their team, but it's certainly not a weakness anymore. I definitely agree with you on that, Floyd. TD saying, get that money, Josh. Hey, yeah, get the bag. Get the bag. I'm all for it. Did you go to Formula 1 last night, Josh? I know there was the Formula 1 race there. Did you go? I forgot that was there. If you did go, say how it was. I'm interested. We're all interested to know. Juan saying, will we all get a cut out of the 600? Don't know. That is not up to me. I did not know there was any money put on this game, so this is not up to me. This is up to fully on to Josh. We will let him decide that. And the Rams here looking real solid, up 14-0 here for this game. Looking to the Bucs will get the ball back, obviously, after the turnover, so we'll see what they can do. We know Baker is not going to fold. We talked about pressure. Josh that didn't go but heard the cars. Okay. Becca has thoughts. I'm a Sooner fan through and through. I'm always going to root for Baker, and he's on my fantasy team. But I am and always will be a Rams fan first. Hey, I wanted Baker in fantasy too. I wanted him. I didn't end up getting him. I do an auction draft for my fantasy league, so someone outbid me for Baker. Yeah, Baker the last few games definitely been more of a turnover. Guys, we get the broadcast back on here on my side of things. The first 9 games, he had 5 total turnovers. Now they got 3. Again, this interception, it sucks it's going to go against Baker because that's not his fault whatsoever if your receiver juggles and then ends up ultimately dropping the ball. Josh saying you can see the cars at times, but it was just a cool atmosphere. Yeah, I mean, I watched a little bit of it. It was a little tough to follow because I'm not a huge Formula 1 fan. I want to learn more and more about it. But yeah, it does sound cool to get to go to one of those. It seems like it's a cool event. It seems like they put on a solid event there. I'm going to get back to the game here shortly. From the 35, touchback. 1st and 10 now for the Bucs. Baker. We got Baker waiting for the snap. Baker drops back, throws. Broken up again by Cam Kitchens trying to find Cade Otton. Another great play from this secondary. The 1963. LAD, I want to see a Rams game in Vegas, man. Yeah, if they ever play the Raiders, that would be cool. Juan Winter saying sounds like fun. Yeah, it does. Josh said, I'm going to go have a little fun. I'll be back to check in. Go Rams. Yes. Enjoy Vegas. Have some fun. Not too much fun, though. Juan saying, I just want to see a game. Haven't seen one. You should. It's okay if you miss a stream. If you go to a home game and miss a stream one, I will not be mad at you. That is a very valid reason to miss a stream. Obviously, any personal emergencies, obviously valid as well. Those are really the only two reasons why you should be missing a stream. Baker, screen to Ibuka, way too low, incomplete there. A little bit of a missed throw from Baker. 3rd down and 10. The Bucs looking like they might go 3 and out here again. And if the Bucs lose this game, by the way, the Panthers, if they beat the Niners tomorrow, will end up leading the NFC South through 12 weeks. Who would have thought that? Shout out Bryce Young, Southern California kid. Love to see it. TBD says got the Panthers and the points versus the Niners tomorrow. I can see that. 3rd and 10, though. 1:35 left from the Buccaneers' own 35-yard line. Bringing some pressure. Byron Young. Who's going to bring him down? That's going to be Kobe Turner ends up bringing him down. Jared Verse gets back there before, but Verse overruns it a bit. And Kobe Turner with the celebration. TD saying the defense has come through to play. Yes, they have. This defense has been awesome so far throughout this game. Kobe Turner, I said in my video, getting pressure on Baker because he can force some turnovers. Huge. Everyone kind of got home. Jared Verse, Josiah Stewart, Byron Young, all able to get home, and then Kobe Turner ended up finishing the job. Captain Kobe, Conductor Kobe, as they should say. They showed him playing some piano earlier in the broadcast. One of my goals is that we can end up getting a Kobe Turner piano video. That'd be kind of cool if we ended up meeting Kobe Turner, played the piano for. That'd be kind of cool. Sack Kobe Turner, the conductor. Yeah, definitely. He is good, and here he is playing the piano once again. Love to see it, man. Love to see people being multi-talented. I cannot play the piano for anything, so definitely interesting to see that. And now as we look into my keys to the game here. So far, the Rams doing all those. 13 personnel used more has not yet really been the case because they haven't had to. Stafford Adams connection rebound doing good. Mevis still no field goal attempts just yet. Covering Ibuka well, they are, but they really haven't had to cover Ibuka just yet. Manuel saying, also known as Goo from The Masked Singer. I forgot he was on The Masked Singer. Yeah, he was good. TBD saying Landman re-upped with the Rams. Yes, he did. I made a video about that yesterday. So if you missed that after the game, go back and watch it. Manuel saying I play piano, guitar, drums, and bass. I sing and write, and I compose my own music. I think you mentioned that once before about how you do compose your own music. I have a lot of respect for people who can play instruments. I play the drums a little bit, I know a little bit, but I got decent. But then I got, busy with a bunch of other things, and unfortunately I had to stop. But I had a lot of fun playing the drums. Floyd saying that's quite a resume, man. Well, yeah, it is. That is quite the resume. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. You should link your music sometime. I know Josh and I have said to do that. You should, if you have any published or you just do it for fun, but you should publish something. You should. I'm sure everyone in chat would love to listen. No pressure though, of course. But as the Rams get the ball back here, what do you think the Rams need to do here on offense? To me, it is the run game. The run game needs to get better. The pass game's been awesome, but now let's get that run game going with the Rams getting the ball back here on offense early on in this late in this first quarter, I should say. And once again, I do just want to remind everybody, if you have other people who you think would like the streams, let me know. Let me know, because send it to them. Send them the link. Manuel is saying, I can tell you that you don't need talent to play an instrument, you just need dedication. I can see that. It does take a lot of dedication. I do think part of it is talent. Like when I see, when I listen to music, like some of it's just raw talent. Like, you think of a guy like Anderson .Paak, for example, which if you don't listen to Anderson .Paak, I highly recommend Anderson .Paak to everybody. Please, he can make so many different types of music. I feel like he's got a song everybody would love, but he's kind of a guy that I think that leads to. He can do so much. He's had dedication, but also talent. First down here from the 28. Run play. Going to pick up about 6 or 7 yards there. And Manuel saying I have some videos of me leading worship on my YouTube channel. Oh, that's really cool. That is really cool. That's nice to see. That's nice. That's nice. We have second down and medium coming up here. See what the Rams decide to do. 2nd and 4 there. Stafford waits to snap. They will have to snap before the quarter. Only 9 seconds left on the play clock. Stafford. Go back to the run play with Corum, who's going to get close to a first down. Still going. Let's see if they give him forward progress, because he did cross the marker at one point. Let's see where they give him. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter here. Rams up 14-0 early. Manuel saying finally a run. Yes. Yes, and then Manuel saying talent does help anyone, but can learn to play an instrument if you really want to. Oh, yeah, for sure. You gotta have the time, too, though, because I had a lot of other stuff going on when I unfortunately had to stop playing the drums. So, gotta put that time in. TBD saying run the ball. I do agree. And also, you should make sure you stay hydrated, as I find something to talk about while I take some water. So make sure to stay hydrated, everybody. Floyd saying, didn't know you had a YouTube channel, Manuel. How do I find it? Yeah, if you want to link it, Manuel, feel free. If you don't, it is also okay. It's fully up to you. Now as we look at some stats here from the first quarter, as we get these pulled up right now. Rams up 14-0. Lakers up 4, I should say, at around halftime. Just look up his YouTube username. So the username he currently has in chat is his YouTube channel as well. Look at the box score. Stafford 8 for 8 for 89 yards and a touchdown. Blake Corum 2 carries for 11 yards, rushing leader. Puka 3 catches, 51 yards. Cam Kitchens 3 tackles already. Kobe Turner a sack. For the Bucs, Baker 3 for 8 with 5 yards and a pick. Sean Tucker 4 carries for 16. Chris Godwin has the 1 catch for 5. Yaya Diaby has a sack as well. Levante David, of course, leading in tackles. And this is also a chance for me to look at some Levante David stats. Because I know Levante David has had a very, very solid career here with the Bucs. Yeah, he's got over 100 tackles in pretty much every season he's played a full season. And he's been so good for this Bucs team. He's 35 now. We'll see how much longer he plays. But he's been a Bucs since 2012. I did not know it was that long. I knew it was a while, but yeah, definitely had an amazing career with Tampa Bay. A 14-0 lead here for the Rams. We look at some other games that happened earlier. Let's see here. Steelers-Bears ended up being a close one too, 31-28. Mason Rudolph actually looked okay, which is never a good sign if you're a defense, making Mason Rudolph look decent. TJ Watt got a sack. He actually passed JJ Watt for career sacks. I don't know if anyone saw that, but he did, which I found that quite interesting and quite funny. As Kyle Monunga has another decent game. Caleb, 3 touchdowns, 19 for 35, 239 yards. Caleb's having a decent year, man. The Bears, 8-3. Looks like they are going to be a playoff team. Shout out to the Bears, man. Seeing how far they can go at the 39-yard line. Stafford fakes to Corum. First down and 10. Pass to Whittington's not going to get anything. Good play there by the Bucs defense. Going to be 2nd and long. Didn't necessarily like the play calling there. Whittington had nowhere to go once he caught that one. Manuel saying hopefully we come out running to give the defense a break. Yeah, I do agree. Defense needs a bit of a break here. 2nd and 9. Not going to run. Davis Allen with an amazing catch there. Going to pick up about 5. Good extension there. That was an interception if he did not catch that ball. So a great play right there. Excuse me there. Third and 3 from the 46. Need to get to the 49. Stafford, some pressure from the Bucs. Stafford looking, goes over the middle of the field to Konate Mumpfield, who gets the first down. Nice to see Konate Mumpfield getting involved there, the 7th round rookie. On a big play there, really saves the Rams drive. It gives the defense a bit more of a break here as well. Manuel saying nice hands by Allen. Yeah, that was a great catch by Davis Allen earlier. Just right down the middle of the field, right on Tyke Smith. Just not doing the best job there. TBD saying Stafford is real good. Yes, he is. Lamar Jackson's also real good. TBD, don't worry. I would not be mad having Lamar Jackson as my quarterback if I am a Ravens fan whatsoever. I love Matthew Stafford too. Both two of the top 5 best quarterbacks in the NFL there. I think we can both agree. 1st and 10 from the 48.5. Stafford has time, finds Adams to the sideline out of bounds for another Rams first down. Again, that connection I was talking about earlier. Adams is real active tonight from TD. Yes, he needed to be. He needed to be better. Both needed to be better. Both had a bit of an off game last game, but with all these injuries to Tampa Bay, unfortunately, it's going to be a little easier for this Rams offense to start cooking. 1st and 10 now. Stafford's on a heater from 1. Yeah, he is. He's been on a heater. For these last, 5 games, outside of the Seahawks game, he's been on a heater for sure. From the 29, 1st down and 10. Looks like a run. It's not going to be. Fake decorum. Diaby's got some pressure. Stafford going to... Davis Allen, the ball's punched out there. Good play there by Tyke Smith to punch the ball out for the Bucs. Going to be 2nd down and 10. If the Rams do not get a first down here, we're inside the 30. This would be an opportunity to have Mevis kick his first field goal in a situation that's not necessarily high leverage. Stafford's first incompletion of the game, 12 of 13 for 121 yards. Manuel saying run the ball already. Yeah, I agree. I would like to see some more runs. St. Louis Rams fan saying Stafford on fire. Yes, he is. TBD saying please run the ball. I fully agree with y'all. Got to run the ball here. 2nd and 10. You can do it. They fake decorum. Stafford to some pressure. Finds Colby Parkinson again. Parkinson picks up the first down and more down to the 15. 1st down and 10 LA in the red zone. I mean, the pass game's working. The pass game is working. 3:39 time of possession so far on this drive. So you are giving your defense a bit of a break. And Parkinson's just wide open on the screen pass. Not well covered. Runs right by Levante David. Stafford had some pressure in his face, but the defender slips before he can get to Stafford, giving Stafford some time. Warren McClendon doing a good job there on David. 1st down and 10 for the Rams. The Bucs, it says, have over negative passing yards as a team, including sack yardage. Stafford, they are going to hit it off now. Corum has a seam. Corum's going to get a first down and goal, LA, at about the 4-yard line. There we go. See, look at that. When the Rams run the ball, Manuel saying, yes, the pass game is working, but when you run the ball, you lean on the defense and you wear them out. Yeah, I agree. It was something I was saying when I was watching. TD saying Lake Show at half, LA 62, Jazz 55. Thank you for that. I'm a Lakers fan as well. We should be crushing the Jazz. Last game against the Jazz, I don't really want to get into that first half when Keontae George just couldn't stop making shots. But 1st and goal here for the Rams, going to be from the 4.5 actually. Looking for Puka. Thrown a little bit to the left, incomplete. Going to be 2nd down and goal. Daniel saying, where is the link at? If you're talking about a broadcast link, we do not broadcast the actual game. We just are able to do kind of more of a radio-ish play-by-play atmosphere with chat, kind of. We unfortunately cannot show the video of this game. If you're talking about the Laker game, I do not actually know. I've just been score watching here and there. We do have 2nd and goal. Run the ball, says TBD. I do agree. Stafford fakes decorum. Stafford may take this himself. Looking, going to throw towards Devontae, incomplete. 3rd down and goal. That one was just more of a throwaway. Not a good trip here so far, these first 2 plays inside the 5. The Puka one was just a bit thrown too far to the left, but the Devontae one, that one was more of a throwaway. Let's see what they do here. 3rd and goal. This will be a chip shot from Mevis, so I wouldn't be surprised if they do settle for 3 here, if they can't get this, especially being up already 14-0. As Devontae looks to have some grass in his helmet, so they're going to try to get that cleaned out. 3rd down and goal. TBD, Sam McVay trying to be too smart. 3rd and goal from the 4.5. 1 second left on the play clock. Stafford looking. Touchdown, Rams. Colby Parkinson gets in after being just short the other time. Second passing touchdown of the game for Stafford. 20-0 Rams lead. Touchdowns in chat. W's in chat. 5-minute drive. 12 plays. 72 yards. That brought to us by the broadcast. Parkinson gets the ball. What are we doing? We're spiking it with Warren McClendon. I like the celebration. 21-0 lead here for the Rams. This one maybe getting late early here, folks. As the injuries for Tampa Bay seem to be catching up to them these last few weeks. Floyd saying long night. Yeah, it looks to be that way, Floyd, for Tampa. You've been saying it for a while. It looks like it's going to be the case. Extra point attempt yet again for Mevis. Right down the middle. Money. No look pass. Let's see the replay, TBD. Let's see the replay. We're about to see it. Oh, yeah, that was a no-looker. The patented Stafford no-looker, able to get it right to him. We love to see it. Floyd saying just don't pull an Eagles. No. Yeah, that was a rough second half if you're an Eagles fan. For us, though, I love the second half. That's my favorite half of football I watched probably today, besides this first half. Manuel saying 2 defenders follow Puka and left Kobe wide open. Yeah, they really did. There wasn't really a lot of, defense really around at all. Kobe Parkinson just leaving him wide open there. Still early here in the second quarter, 21-0. We saw this happen with the Niners game when the Niners ended up making it a bit closer as the game went on when the Rams started up 21-0 there as well. We don't want the same thing to happen again to a team that has a lot of injuries. Obviously, Baker Mayfield's better than Mac Jones, but like Stafford said that one time, don't look at me. That's a good one, Juan. That's a good one. Yeah, you don't always have to look at him, but he's going to find you. He's going to find you. It's kind of like a Jokic pass. He's going to find you. He will find you there for sure. Nothing here, Rams. It is 62-55 Lakers at half. Like a pretty good game over there so far. Good start here for the Rams, though. Already up 3 possessions. We have some former Rams players in the house. We got Michael Brockers, Chris Long, Robert Quinn, Aaron Donald all at the game here tonight. So we love to see the former Rams players and families supporting the team. That's always awesome to see. As I got some friends actually at the game right now. Don't look at me, puppet. Don't look at me. Yes, I have some friends actually at this game right now. So they will not be, unfortunately, watching this stream. But definitely important that you all are. And I thank you all for watching. Juan saying that quote is one of his coldest moments. Oh, it totally is. Totally is. We got the game coming back on here now. It's like Modern Day was playing earlier. Can't tell who they're playing, though. Don't know what these... I know one of them is Modern Day, but I can't tell who the other high school is. Centennial. Centennial beat Modern Day. 2 great football schools here in Southern California. Modern Day obviously having so many NFL players. Centennial has been going up lately as well. Getting the huge win there over Modern Day, it looks like. DI2. 21-0. Bang, bang, bang. The house. Gang Niners felt it before. Yeah, it is definitely a little bit reminiscent of that game so far. TD saying Jazz halftime show was weird. 2 yo-yos at mid-court. Are they doing the Diablo? If they're using some Diablos, then those could be cool. But if they're just using regular yo-yos, I don't know about that. if that's what they're doing. But if it's, some Diablos, that could be good. Obviously, Baker, they're showing the Week 14 versus the Raiders in 2022. Obviously, that big game there. 21-0 Rams from the 35. Sean Tucker gets the ball. Almost loses it, but stays hanging on. Gets about 5. Baker said it was his first time he had fun playing football in a few years. It brought that feeling of having the success, and that's really what it's all about. Kind of the reset button for me, what Baker said. Yeah, hey, we love Baker over here in LA. Manuel saying no quit. Baker Mayfield. Eric saying, evening, y'all. I'm back. Welcome, Eric. Welcome, Eric. Gooey saying, why is Kyren not playing? He is playing. They just haven't really used him too much. Baker, good pressure in the backfield. Landman picks it up, but it is going to be ruled a pass. Incomplete. Good pressure there in the backfield. 3rd down and 6. The Bucs may be looking to punt again, and all of a sudden this defense is going to be looking pretty fresh. There is a flag down, though, so let's see where the marker is. Mayfield is cool, but we got to win. Oh, yeah, I do agree. I do agree. We obviously have to win, but we can respect Baker Mayfield. That was Josh Wallace in the backfield, someone who Sean McVay said would be replacing Quentin Lake. It looks like they were going to maybe call grounding there, but they ended up picking up the flag. Going to be 4 seconds left on the play clock. Mayfield has to snap soon. Does. Fisk in the backfield can't get to him. Baker's got a lane. He's going to get the first down and slide. That's what Baker can do. Baker is someone who, at Oklahoma, we saw him running around a lot. Didn't do it as much in Cleveland, LA, and Carolina, but now back here in Tampa, fully healthy. He's been running a little more since he got to Tampa, and it shows Fisk couldn't bring him down early, and he ended up getting a lane there for a first down. Again, the Rams got back there. Byron Young, Braden Fisk were able to get back there, but they both got spun around by Baker. Going to mark him down at the 48, although we did slide past midfield. The start of the slide was at the 48. First down and 10. Mayfield hands off to Rachaad White, who's going to get nothing as usual. Byron Young with the tackle. I say that because Rachaad White does not average a lot of yards per carry. That's one of my big problems with Rachaad White as a running back. They started him way too long last year. He's more so of a complimentary. Great receiving back, but not necessarily a guy you want running out of the backfield every single play. Second and 9 for the Bucs from the 49. Around 8:45 left here in the second quarter. 21-0 Rams. Mayfield drops back, finds Cade Otton, who had the ball intercepted out of his hands from a similar spot. Gets in another couple yards. Going to be 3rd and long for the Bucs. Just under 8:30 left. Bucs offense has not done much at all here early on going in this game. Not what you want to see if you are a Buccaneers fan whatsoever. TD saying we got to be careful here. Baker could bring him back. Got to stay on the gas. Unfortunately, this team is known to blow a lead. Yes. Yeah. Unfortunately, TD, you are correct. Got to keep your foot on the gas, especially throughout the second and third quarters, and then we'll see where we are once the fourth quarter comes around with the score. TBD saying Baker is good. Yes, I do agree. Baker is a very good quarterback. Baker, 3rd down and 6. Escapes again. He's going to lower his shoulder on Cam Kitchens, and he's going to get the first down on Landman. That's what Baker doesn't do. He does not give up. He talked about the killer instinct, how the team doesn't have it. Well, I still do. Good run yet again from Baker. We've seen that. Obviously, when we play Jalen Hurts, I expect Jalen Hurts to run like this, but Baker's a guy. He's faster than you think. I said it. Baker and Herbert are 2 guys. They're faster than you think. Obviously, different builds, different play styles overall, but still 2 guys. They're able to run when they have to, pick up key yards. Baker does that 1st and 10 from the Rams 41. Defense fired up tonight, man. Well, they are. That last play wasn't very good. Sean Tucker tries to get on the outside. Going to pick up around 9 before Nate Landman brings him out of bounds. Again, the Bucs are going to score at some point. I don't expect a shutout. They were showing Baker pregame right now, hyping up everybody. Baker does such a good job of hyping everybody up. Something he does so well. TBD saying Rams always slow down when they have a lead. They do. I feel like all teams kind of do a little bit, especially because you kind of start playing prevent a little bit too early. 2nd and 1 for the Bucs, 31.5. Rachaad White has a seam. It's the first time he's seen a seam probably all season. Gets to about the 20-yard line there of the Rams. Bucs in the red zone. Need a key stop here. Great run blocking there from the Bucs O-line. Sterling Shepard helping out as well. Nice to see Sterling Shepard in a situation where he can win some games. It's always nice to see people winning games here. The Bucs have put in a long drive together over 4 minutes, so the offense is going to get a break, which they haven't really had all game too. Prevent only prevents you from winning, TBD. Yeah, in most cases, yes. In most cases, I would agree with you on that. The Bucs do a little end around here. Tez Johnson has space, but Cam Curl flattens him. Tez Johnson doesn't think he's down, but the refs do. So the refs are going to call him down. I do agree with Tez Johnson's decision. Got to keep it going. To try to sell it. You got to keep going. Nice, surefire open field tackle there from Cam Curl. Tez Johnson and a good Oregon career. Looking to find his footing here in the NFL. Yeah, Cam Curl with a nice little slide tackle. Not slide leg tackle like in soccer. Slide then tackle. 2nd and 4. 5:15 left. Second quarter. Rams up 21-0. The Rams will get the ball back regardless here if the Bucs score. Touchdown, field goal, or no points. 2nd and 4. Mayfield. Pressure. Goes towards the end zone. Caught by Tez Johnson. Touchdown Bucs. Darius Williams almost got his hands on that, but just not enough. Baker to Tez Johnson for the Bucs. First scratch of the game. 21-6. The Rams lead now. Again, it was going to happen. It was going to happen. I didn't expect the Bucs to go the whole game without scoring. It was going to happen. Again, Baker never quits. I want to put some points up here for the Rams. Darius Williams was just late reading that route. If he was there a second earlier, that ball is definitely tipped, potentially even intercepted, although Baker grabs his shoulder after that throw. So we hope Baker is okay, obviously. So we're going to have to wait and see. Trace McLaughlin, former USC kicker, out there now. And right down the middle for the extra point is good. 21-7, the Rams lead. Mayfield going into the tent, which is not a good sign if you are a Bucs fan. We're going to keep you updated on that. We'll see again. Just missing that interception was Darius Williams. Immediately after he threw it, Baker was running towards that tent. So he felt something in that shoulder. We're going to have to wait and see exactly what this injury is. Yeah, the Bucs kind of went right down the field and scored there. Not great. We got some MVP chance going for Stafford, from what I can tell. As we got some updates here on the playoff picture that we can go into throughout the NFL. We can go to the standings here, obviously. Patriots are still the 1 seed, 10 wins in the AFC. The Steelers move out of the playoffs because the Ravens now overtake them in the North because of the division record tiebreaker. They still got 2 games against each other as the season winds down. So we got a key division race in the AFC North. And obviously we got the Texans and Chiefs, kind of the only 2 teams left. And the Steelers to the division. The Texans and Chiefs are still fighting with the Bills and Jags and Chargers for those final wildcard spots. And in the NFC, the Rams as of right now are the 1 seed. We'll see exactly how this will play out. If the Rams win, they will officially have the lead for the 1 seed. Philly has a tiebreaker over Chicago, and then Tampa's at 4. Seattle 5, Packers 6. Niners have a tiebreaker over the Lions based off of conference win percentage. And then you got the Panthers and Cowboys. Panthers, if they win and the Bucs lose, will have the NFC South lead. You got to keep reminding you of that. And Dallas kind of still in it. It's going to be tougher for them to make it. They have more of an uphill climb to get into the playoffs at 5-5-1. That if they'd beaten the Packers, that would be key. They'd have the tiebreaker there, but unfortunately, they do not. If the Packers had won, I believe they would potentially have the lead in their division. Floyd saying as long as the Rams win tonight, they'll be the number 1 seed. Yes, that is correct. They would be the 1 seed as of today. We don't want to fall back into a tie with Seattle. No. We'd have the tiebreaker because of head-to-head right now, but obviously we have another game against them coming up in a few weeks just before Christmas. So going to be an interesting one heading into that week as well. We got the game coming back now. 21-7, just over 5 minutes left here in the first half. It's pretty packed. It is Aaron Donald night, so I am going to be tuning in a little bit here to the halftime. Unfortunately, I can't play any volume because it looks like there's going to be a performance happening. We're showing crypto on the broadcast. Lakers not home right now. Lakers are in Utah. Crypto looking cool with some lights. As the Clippers-Lakers coming up in a few days. The Battle of LA should be a fun NBA game. Harden dropped 55 yesterday. I don't know if you saw that. It was on the Hornets, so again, but still, James Harden still doing it at his age as well. The Buccaneers going to be kicking off here. And that will be a touchback deep into the end zone. They're going to start at the 35. It looks like it might be the play where Mayfield got hit. Someone landed on him a little bit there towards the end. So Mayfield was in the tent. Still is in the tent. I'm going to keep you posted on that. We'll see. We'll probably get more of a report here at halftime as what the actual injury is. Is it still possible for Donald to get back in the playoffs? If he decided to, it has not been 5 years. So by technicality, yes. But I highly doubt that'll happen. I would love it. I would love it if he's in shape. I would love it, even if he only plays 20% of the snaps. But it's not a necessity right now. From the 35, Rams have it Stafford to Winnington. Hit immediately. Inbounds. Going to pick up about 3. Going to be 2nd and 7. Second and 7 here for the Rams. 4:45 left. 21-7 lead. If you're the Rams, you want to try to blow the rest of this clock. More scores, please. Philly fell apart. Is TB's hope? Yeah, I guess. TBD, where is the running game? Don't know. It's a great question. The Rams are averaging 6.7 yards per play. Fake to Kyren. Stafford going over the middle. He's going to find Puka. Gets to the Buccaneers 38. Great catch there by Puka Nacua and running after the catch once again for another big first down Rams. I mean, the pass game is looking elite. I mean, it might just be another matchups thing, like the 12 and 13 personnel just wasn't a good matchup against the Seahawks. With the Stafford dropping back again. Sidearm throw this time to Konate Muntfield once again and going to pick up another Rams first down. Muntfield being active early on. Love to see it. Stafford, yeah, Nelson on him. Gets the sidearm throw out. Muntfield running over the middle of the field. Nice hard hit there by Levante David, but not enough to log the ball loose. Could be down around the rim at the Bucs 23. Stafford 17 for 20, 181 yards and 2 touchdowns already here in this first half. Looking awesome. From the 24, 1st and 10. Stafford waits. Some pressure, floating it to Devontae. Touchdown, Rams. Yet again, Devontae pieces out into the tunnel. Just double check. He is okay. He just decided to run in for a second. Now he's gonna run back out. 27-7. Rams come right back and hang up another one. Floyd saying Tampa Bay won't be able to keep up. I agree. TD, Devon from TD. Juan saying TD. Juan saying let's go. Devontae is cooking from TBD. Yeah, he is. I mean, yeah. Just absolutely a nice little float throw there from Stafford, kind of like a floater. And Puka saying, hey, you got to wait for us to get off the field before we do the extra point. They get off. Mevis, extra point. Pretty much down the middle once again. 28-7, the Rams lead. Their best offensive half of football, probably since the Super Bowl year. Really looking like they're firing on all cylinders right now. TJ saying touchdown. Juan saying I was worried about Stafford in the beginning of the season. I was too. I wasn't worried he was going to be a bad quarterback. I was just worried about the health. And the health seems to be in a great spot for right now. We're going to knock on my wooden desk to make sure that stays the same here. Looking at the fantasy score of this game, Stafford is one of my 2 fantasy quarterbacks. Stafford's already got 30 first half points for me. In my league, quarterback scoring is a bit juiced, so that is not going to be as accurate if we were doing regular fantasy scoring. No, Devontae's already got 21 as well. TJ saying if anyone wants to go to the game in Charlotte with me next week, let me know. If anyone does want to, that is up to you. TJ may have tickets, I would assume. Josh and I will be streaming that game, so if you can't make it, make sure to stream TJ if you're at the game. And you cannot make the stream, it is okay. Obviously. Leg show only up 2 from TD. I mean, it is a road game, so I expect it to be a bit closer. But, again, it's the Jazz. Shouldn't be a close game. Manuel saying sorry for my absence in chat. It's dinner time. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. What are we eating tonight for dinner, Chad? What are we eating? What are we eating for Sunday Night Football? TJ says he's got one extra ticket. Okay. So if one person wants to go, TJ looks like he has an extra ticket. What's good, Ramley from Andres? Andres, welcome in, welcome in. You're missing a great game if you haven't been watching. 28-7. Now the Rams. 2D saying, gotta eat, MM? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. What are we eating, chat? What are we eating? Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and green beans? Okay. Okay, eating healthy, eating healthy. Like to see it. Like to see it. We love to see the healthy grind. Hibachi chicken? Oh, that sounds good. Oh, the hibachi chicken? Whew, that sounds really good. Andres saying touchdown. Yes, Rams just scored. Just mac and cheese. Hey, mac and cheese gets the job done. Gets the job done. If you're... Mac and cheese does get the job done. Might as well. Might as well. Bucs going to get the ball here. 3:10 left. Kind of almost the kick off catch, but no one's by him. Going to barely get to the 20 there. Good special teams play by the Rams. Man, while I was saying Stafford's eating the Buccaneers tonight. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Matthew Stafford is eating the Buccaneers tonight. That's his dinner. I don't know if he's going to have to eat postgame. Because that looks like it's going to be his dinner. Mayfield is back out there. At halftime, I'm going to do more of a deep dive into what this injury is. Good for the Bucs that he is out there. Because without him, this game would be over. 3:06 left from the 20. Buccaneers ball. 28-7 Rams. Bucs try to bounce outside with Tucker. Not going to get anything there. Going to be a loss. Nate Landman, newly a $7 million man, gets that tackle. Under 3 minutes left now. Going to be the 2-minute warning here pretty shortly. Tucker not going to be able to get anything there. TJ saying we're deep at safety. We may end up letting Q Lake walk in the offseason. I don't know, man. Quentin Lake's been really good. He does more than just play safety. I hope we can keep him. The value did probably go down a bit after the injury, unfortunately for him. So maybe he signs a 1-year prove-it deal. Baker, there's pressure in his face. Fisk gets tripped up on the sack attempt, finds Sean Tucker, who's going to get about 3 or 4. It's going to still be 3rd and long, as the Buccaneers would probably not snap the ball again before the 2-minute warning. Man, while I was saying the $7 million landman, yes, he is. He is a $7 million landman. Funny enough, I saw an ad for a show called Landman. I don't know if it's any good, but I did see an ad for a show called Landman, which I thought was definitely interesting, for sure. So, definitely key there is Kobe Turner with that sack earlier as well, showing some first half highlights. Juan saying I'm laughing at my younger brother who's a Niners fan. Oh, what happened here? We need to get to the bottom of this, chat. So why is your brother a Niners fan and you're a Rams fan, Juan? Let us know. Let us know. I have some people who, their parents are from LA, so they're Dodger fans, and they were born in San Fran, so they're Giants fans. Manuel said Q Lakes is going to be a Ram. McVay loves him. Yeah, I do agree. I do think the Rams will have to trade somebody on the D-line just because of they're not going to be able to pay everyone. Verse and Young, I think, are going to be the top 2 to get extended, so we'll have to wait and see what they do with everyone else, because you need to have D-line depth. I mean, with Aaron Donald, they were able to find good D-line depth for some cheaper options, so we're going to have to wait and see what those end up being for the Rams. That's definitely an interesting topic to get into as the season goes on. TJ saying my sister's a Niners fan as well. Jaden saying go Rams. Welcome to the chat, Jaden. Okay, how does this happen? If you got siblings who are Niners fans, Juan saying I don't know why he's a Niners fan. I don't know either. Is it the uniforms? I mean, if you're not from the Bay originally, you don't have to say where you're from, but it's definitely interesting. Jaden saying Rams need to beat the Bucs for Panthers to give the lead. For Panthers to get the lead in the NFC South is I think what you're trying to say. Yes, they do. I'm all for the Panthers, man. I'm all for it if they have a nice little playoff run. That'd be kind of cool. At least in my opinion. You know, obviously they don't beat us, but you know, Bryce Young being a California kid, modern day guy as well. Definitely going to be looking to see how he's doing throughout this season. Had a career game a week ago for over 400 yards. So we'll see how he looks tomorrow night against the Niners. Yeah, again here, 2-minute warning for the Bucs. Third down. If the Bucs don't get this, the Rams are going to get the ball back again. And if they score a touchdown, they'll be up 35-7. Where it would be, we'll see. If I think Kobe's going to be the odd man out. TJ says it could be. Could be. I mean, Braden Fisk hasn't been as good this year. But again, we know the potential he has. Again, Young and Verse are safe. Verse may say, because Fisk was his teammate at Florida State, that you got to re-sign Fisk. Yeah, maybe it's Kobe Turner. Want to say, wow, you're a Rams fan, Josh? Well, growing up, I didn't really have a football team. Just because, there was no LA area team while I was growing up. So I was like, all right, I don't really have a team. I just watch football for fun. And then when the Rams came back, I was like, yeah, hey, I'll be a Rams fan. So I became a Rams fan in 2016. I know I'm not an original Rams fan, but there are no coaches' challenges allowed now here in the last 2 minutes. But that is why. St. Louis Rams fans saying it must be a battle, a lot of trash talking. Yeah, that must be funny. Jaden saying Bryce had 448 scrimmage yards. Yeah, he did. It was awesome. 3rd and 6, Mayfield, double clutches. Gets it to Godwin, but he's going to be short. Another amazing open field tackle by Cam Curl coming up big there in the open field once again. Someone who's had some struggles tackling as a Ram has looked pretty good so far throughout this game. 140 left. 4th down, what are the Bucs going to do? Chris Shula awaiting to see what they're going to do. Gibson is with the Panthers tomorrow against his former team, not Niners. Jaden, are you a Panthers fan? And if you are, that's cool. If you are, that is cool. We welcome every fan into the chat. TJ, Cam Curl is playing like he wants an extension. Hey, I don't blame him. Hopefully he's not going to Hassan Whiteside us. If you know, you know about that. But I highly doubt that. TD saying loving the custom cleats. Oh, I do too. Custom kits looking cool, as always. Man, Wallace fan, I was a Rams fan back when they had Jerome the Bus Bettis. Yeah. Oh, Tariq says, I hope the Philly beats Rams by 90. Oh, we got an Eagles fan in chat. Did we roast them, chat? Did we roast them? Because we choked a lead to them, so I don't really want to say anything. 4th and 2, though. The Bucs are going to go for it from the 28. 4th and 2. Fourth and 2, Baker. Incomplete. Emmanuel Forbes on coverage there for Sterling Shepard. Jaden St. John, as in I think, yes, he is a Panthers fan. Hey, you're having a nice season out there in Carolina, man. Can't knock it. I can't knock it. Doing very, very good over there. TJ saying Forbes. Yeah, Forbes looking real good later on, too. Forbes, I believe, is a free agent, too. I believe he's only on a 1-year deal. Really bad decision by Tampa Bay. Yeah, I agree. Pretty much giving the Rams a touchdown here with the way the offense has been playing. The 1963 LAD said didn't have a team growing up either, just USC. Like seeing the USC QBs doing good right now. Yeah, they are. Darnold's doing pretty well. Awful play by TB from TBD. Yeah, the Rams are at the 27.5 yard line already. Now they're going to run it with Kyren. Going to pick up about 2. TD saying, hey, did he get a final in that Dallas Eagles game yet? Yeah, I don't know. Did he? Did he not? Let's see. TJ saying go for the knockout McVay. Yeah, agree. You got to go for a touchdown here. I'm okay. I like running the ball, but let's also try to score. We're going to at least get something here. You start off with the ball to start off the second half, too. Nacua gets it. He's going to get out of bounds. Going to be 3rd and about a long 2 or maybe a short 3. We'll see where they give him. 1:10 left. 3rd down. Rams up 28-7. 3rd and 3. So they're going to give him 3. Manuel said, I continued to support the Rams when they went to St. Louis and was extremely happy when they came back. Oh, I'm sure you were. Should have never left. Obviously, I don't know the whole history on that, but I definitely agree. Being a Rams fan since Kurt Warner days, like to see it. 3rd down and 3. 21.5 yard line. Stafford, some pressure coming. Looking towards the end zone for Devontae. It's going to be incomplete. Any flags? Any flags? TJ said everyone hit the like button. I love that idea, TJ. Hit that like button for Harrison Memphis to make this field goal. TD saying field goal attempt. Yes. Zion McCollum never does turn around there. Kind of have a case for a flag, but Harrison Memphis, it's his first career field goal attempt in game. Harrison Mevis. 40-yard field goal. This is a very makeable field goal. I like this. Mevis awaits the snap. Mevis. It is up and good. Mevis is 1 for 1 in his career in field goals. We made it, TD says. Jaden saying, I don't know if the Rams kill us next Sunday. I mean, you're a very good home team. The Panthers have been good overall. I don't think Bryce Young's going to have 400 yards again. But, I mean, who knows? Rico Dowdle's having an amazing season for you. You should re-sign him. And then Becca's saying Jim Everett and Henry Ellard. I'm old, though. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. All right, thicker kicker from Floyd. I agree. We actually hit a field goal. Let's go. Thicker kicker from TJ. TBD saying perfect field goal. Yes, it was. Manuel saying it was all about money, Josh. That's why they left the owner. Oh. I'm not surprised it was all about money. I mean, money talks, especially in this sports ownership world. So, yeah, I'm not surprised one bit there, to be honest. Kind of what we saw with the Chargers. I mean, the Chargers moved to LA because it was all about money when they already had an amazing fan base down in San Diego. Like, whenever I go to San Diego, I always see a lot of Chargers fans down there. It's still good that there's a lot down there, man. Because right now, all they really got is the Padres, which, respect to them, they got a fan base, but they don't do a lot of winning down there, so not necessarily what you want to see. The Rams now up 31-7. Got a 24-point lead here. You want to hold the Bucs. Jaden saying, okay. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see that game. Just did a score check on the Lakers. They're currently down to the Jazz by 5. Not ideal. LeBron's still working his way back. Luka, looking okay. Reeves, Rui. Ayton is not doing anything. It's kind of why they lose the Jazz right now, based on my estimation. It's not good. Shador, talking post-game. We'll get into that at halftime as well. We'll see what he had to say. Jaden saying 49ers defense might be bad as Rico Dowdle could run through his defense. Yeah, I can definitely see that. I mean, the Rams were able to. You kind of take a page out of our playbook there, Jaden. TBD saying, I remember Leroy Irvin, David Hill, and Vince Ferragamo. Hey, all great classic Rams names. I'll be honest with you. I don't know all of these names that you are naming because it's a little bit before my time. But got to respect them all. Got to respect them all for sure. TD saying Ferragamo is why I became a Rams fan. He played in Nebraska in the 70s. Took him to a Super Bowl. I hate the Steelers. Hey. It's okay. I've got to give the Steelers a bit of credit, though, just for being one of the best organizations throughout NFL history, though, for sure. It looks like there's going to be a Madden cast on Thanksgiving night, in case anyone's interested in that. Manuel saying Matthew Stafford saying, I don't give a buck. That's a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one. I didn't see that one. I did not see that one coming at all. So definitely a good joke there. Rams kick off. The Bucs are going to touch back in their own end zone. Going to start at the 35. Kind of a must-score drive here for Tampa Bay. If you go down 31-7, the Rams have the ball. If they score, you're down 30 in the third quarter. That's not really where you want to be whatsoever if you are the Bucs. So it's going to be very important for them to score here. TD saying, good one. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, that is a good one. I like that one a lot. I like that one. $31-7, 102 left. Bucs starting from their own 35. They do have all 3 timeouts, so the Bucs are going to look to keep the ball throughout the entire rest of the second quarter. Baker. Pressure on him. Finds Sterling Shepard, who's going to pick up about 8 or 9. We'll see where they spotted Kobe Durant and Josh Wallace in on the tackle. St. Louis Rams fans saying, I think that it's ridiculous that Torrey Holt keeps getting snubbed from a spot in the Hall of Fame. Oh, I fully agree. Torrey Holt's a Hall of Famer. I mean, come on. I did a video a little bit about that, not fully about it, but I talked about it. And yeah, definitely is a Hall of Famer. Baker, once again, is going to be dropped by Cade Otton once again. Cade Otton having the bobble that led to the pick 6 by Kobe Durant, and now another drop. So a guy's been pretty reliable for this Bucs team with all their injuries, not being that so far tonight. As Oliver stole Jalen McCullough, and they're on the covers. 3rd and 3. Again, the Rams can get the ball back here once again, somehow, although I highly doubt they'll run a play. after you put on some more points, I think it is the right move to just go into the locker room, not stress about it. Baker from the 37. That's going to be a first down as Tez Johnson would bounce off a tackler before Darius Williams brings him down. Going to be a first down. And it looks like they're going to use their first time out of the game here. For the Bucs. For the Bucs, TDE saying, don't forget about Aaron Dickerson. Yep, big game hole is a Hall of Famer. Oh, yeah. The Rams make a donation here to the Special Olympics as well. We love to see that. We're in SoFi Stadium. Got part of the ownership group up in the box. I remember Charles White, Wendell Taylor, and Jerome Bettis, TBD. Yeah, for sure. First down from the 46. Baker got some pressure from Byron Young. Gonna have to throw it away. Incomplete. Landman wants grounding, and it looks like it's going to be intentional grounding. Let's see what the ref calls here. We got Clay Martin as the referee. It looks like it's actually going to be on, potentially, yeah, Josh Wallace here on illegal hands to the face. Let's see about that. Wallace, yes, he does touch Shepard. Jaden says, the Panthers have a chance to beat the Niners because they improved pass rush, which can pressure the Niners quarterback and disrupt their timing-based offense. Niners defense is poor. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think there's a shot there for sure. I mean, it is going to be Brock Purdy and not Mac Jones, so you have the main guy in there now for SF, obviously. 24 seconds left from the Rams 49. Buccaneers hope to get about 10 more here to be in field goal range. Some pressure from Fisk. Mayfield sidearms it. Great pass breakup by Emmanuel Forbes once again. Emmanuel Forbes gets his hand in there at the last second to break that one up. Emmanuel Forbes has been everywhere this last month, ever since Daylight Savings Time, man. Emmanuel Forbes seems to be like the only guy who's benefited from Daylight Savings Time so far. I mean, wow. Covering Chris Godwin here, obviously. Chris Godwin, very sure-handed throughout his career. Forbes gets turned around a bit. He gets his hand in there at the last second. Just enough to break up that pass. TJ saying Forbes is playing with so much confidence. Oh, yeah, he is. 2nd and 10 here from the 49. 18 seconds left now. Bucs hoping to just get a few more now to force a field goal. Oh, bad snap. Baker can't find the ball. He's going to have to kneel on it at the 44. Gets it pushed back. So now they're going to have to hope to get over 10 yards here to try to attempt around a 60-ish yard field goal. TJ saying for TB, this has been a disaster. Yeah, it hasn't been really good whatsoever. Right now, not necessarily ideal. 3rd down now, 14 seconds left to go. For the Bucs, you got to get this close so you can attempt a field goal here before halftime. If not, you're going to go for a red zone shot here probably. 3rd down and 21 for the Bucs. It's actually all the way back up at the 40 is where they spotted him. Not at the 44, at the 40. Let's see. Baker gets the ball. Jared Verse gets back there. Verse going to bring down Baker for the sack. Jared Verse had been getting a lot of pressure his last couple games, but hadn't been able to finish. He finishes that one for another sack. 3 seconds left to go. And the Bucs are going to punt, and the Rams will just most likely take a knee here on a fair catch. Floyd saying good to see Verse get a sack. Hadn't had one in a while. Yes, I agree. Definitely important there to see Verse getting a sack. Almost gets that ball out, but Baker able to hold on. Baker having a fumbling issue this year, and Verse gets on there. Chris Shula with the finger point. He's loving it. We'll see how long Chris Shula is still the Rams D coordinator after this season. Hopefully he stays, because he's been doing such a great job with his defensive unit. Again, the Rams start with the ball, and if the Rams score, they can kind of end the game on the first possession of the first half already. The Rams do call their final timeout. TJ said we're going to have to bring in the Brinks truck for verse. Yeah, that was a good one. Yes, we are going to have to do that for sure. Oh, I guess the Bucs are going to go for it. I mean, they have to. 4th and 24. They have to. I mean, you're not going to get into field goal range. There's going to be too much time that passes. Baker. Pressure again. More pressure. Verse towards him again. Can't bring him down. Byron Young can't bring him down. Baker's got time to throw. He slips. It's going to be intercepted by Emmanuel Forbes. See what he can do with it. Forbes still running. Emmanuel Forbes going to midfield. He's still on his feet, but unfortunately he's going to get tackled out of bounds. And Baker is down once again. It's not a good sign if you're a Bucs fan. Not moving his arm whatsoever. Let's see the replay. Landed on that shoulder once again. So we'll see on that. Baker looks really hurt. If Baker learned his lesson, you don't play through a shoulder injury. Especially in a 31-7 game. The Rams are receiving the second half kickoff, and Emmanuel Forbes getting that interception. Again, that one, not necessarily on Baker. You got to go for a Hail Mary there. Juan saying it looks bad. Yeah, we'll see, obviously. It's definitely something in the shoulder injury. Baker's had a bad shoulder going back to college. Yeah, it's been better, though, lately, ever since he ended up fixing it up in 2021. After that Brown season, it's looked better. Halftime now, 31-7. Going to get you the box score. Rams will start off with the ball. Just an A+ half. Is Forbes hurt? Don't know. They didn't show it fully. Stafford, 19 for 23, 210 yards and 3 touchdowns. Blake Corum, 3 carries, 21 yards. Puka, 5 catches, 80 yards. Kobe Turner, 1 sack. And Cam Curl for 6 total tackles. Kyren Williams, 2 carries for 3 yards. Not really doing too much. Manuel saying, I've never felt bad for an opposing quarterback before. Still don't. Unless if he's seriously hurt, then I'll feel bad. Obviously, Whittington, Kyren, Mumpfield, everyone's getting involved here in the passing game. Tackle for loss, Kobe Turner, Jared Verse, Kobe Durant. All of them tackles for loss. Obviously, Kobe Durant with his interception as well. Kobe Turner and Jared Verse with other quarterback hits too. And maybe a hamstring for Forbes. I saw that too, TD. He's okay. Should have just ran out of bounds. And maybe a hamstring for Forbes. No, we got tackled though. Rams fans love Baker. His time in LA will never be forgotten. Yes, I do. I do fully agree with that. I'm going to look up to see if there's anything about Baker Mayfield's injury. Here on X. Mayfield has a left shoulder injury. Buccaneers need to take Mayfield out. This is on X. It says Baker Mayfield's questionable with a left shoulder injury. He did return. Forbes is fine. If Forbes goes down, we're really in trouble from the can. Yeah, potentially. I think Forbes will be okay. I do agree. I do think Forbes is going to be okay. It says left shoulder injury. Well, he did come into play. Obviously, we'll see about him coming into play after this half time is over. Because that's definitely going to be key, whether he can come back in or not. He was starting to limp a little, and you could see him going out of bounds. He got tackled. I don't know, but the Lakers are now back up 3. Now that we're kind of score hopping here at halftime, 84-81. Luka not having a very efficient shooting game, 2 of 10 for 3. Devontae Adams on pace for 22 touchdowns from the can. Yeah, that would be crazy. I know Jerry Rice, I believe, has the most receiving TDs in a season. That's got to be close, right, Ken? Do you have that number? The Jazz Keontae George again, man. 24 points. When he plays the Lakers, all of a sudden he starts playing well. But I'm going to get that going for us here. I'm going to look that number up. Yeah, I just saw that, TD. Thank you for the score update there in the Lakers game. Record for most receiving TD in a season. It is actually Randy Moss with 23. Oh, yeah, the 2007 season. So that would actually put him one behind Randy Moss for the most touchdowns all time in an NFL season. TBD saying got to keep Baker out. I agree. What's the most in a season from Jay? 23 for receiving for Randy Moss in 2007. TD saying I think Baker has got to be out. Yeah, I agree. Keep him out for this game. See if he can come back next week. There's no point in keeping him in this one when you're down 31-7, especially if the Rams score and make it 38-7. I mean, Stafford won't play in the fourth quarter probably. At that point, this will be a Jimmy Garoppolo fourth quarter. Man, well, also I'm going to put the Lakers game on my tablet and watch at the same time. Hey, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I don't blame. I got 2 screens going already. I don't actually have a tablet anymore. I kind of got rid of it once I've started using my computer. Obviously, more and more. Crazy to think that Mostert is in 16 games. Yeah. Yeah, that is crazy. Randy Moss is great, man. 1963 LED. Did you hear LaMelo Ball said 8th graders can beat... Wait. Is this the real Tom Graci? Graci Raid sending love. No way. Tom, thank you so much. I watch your videos, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. I still don't know if this is actually real. If it is, thank you. It looks like it is. We're gonna fact check. Yeah, that is real. Thank you so much, Tom. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. You know what? You may get one Go Pack Go from me. You might. I have a friend who's a Packers fan. You know what? You might. Hey, real. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're not already subscribed to Tom, you should be subscribed to him. He makes great content. And if you're not subscribed here from the Graci Posse, obviously, make sure to subscribe as well. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. If you're not already subscribed to Tom, I'm going to keep saying it. Trying to respond. I'm trying to say thank you in chat as well so you can make sure that I saw it. Yes, thank you so much, Tom, for tuning in. I'm sure you're live right now, too. Great first half from the Rams. Who TF is Perna? That's funny. That's funny from Curtis. No disrespect to Perna. The Can is saying, let's get Rams Digest to 5,000 subs. Yes. Yes, some love for a Jags fan. Storm? Yeah, you can have some love. I mean, we appreciate you for the Stafford 5-touchdown performance. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for humiliating the Chiefs. Yeah, you're welcome. 13 personnel is unstoppable. I agree. If my Lions can't win, go Rams. Hey, we appreciate that. By the way, Puka and Kyren from my fantasy team, Graci Raid from YJS. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Floyd saying, what is a Graci Raid? Okay, Floyd. So basically, Tom Graci makes very good football content. If you're not already subscribed, make sure that you are, because he makes really good football content skits. Graci Raid, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm trying to respond to Tom's chat here. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can. We're going to pin it, obviously. We're going to pin that message. Yeah, I guess I can't actually... Well, I can respond, so... But if you're not already subscribed from the Graci Raid, make sure to do so. We're on the road to 5K. 5,000 subscribers. Sorry, chat, I'm typing right now. Yeah, we really appreciate that. Thank you so much to everyone who came in for that. We really, really appreciate it. I don't know who told them about this. Who told them about our channel? Thank you to whoever did. We really appreciate that. You know, Tom, if you're still in chat, if you ever want to, you know, if the Packers Rams play a playoff game, if you ever want to do something, you know, let us know somehow. Let us know. Very sure. Mace said Tom Graci is hilarious. Great channel. Yes. Yes, really, really appreciate it. I gotta take a screenshot of this too. No way. This is crazy. This is crazy. That is insane. I had to take a quick little, had to take a screenshot of that right now. Yes, that is wow. I never would have thought that Tom knew about our channel. You could get one Go Pack Go for Tom, just for today. I rarely ever say Go Pack Go, but hey, Jordan Love is one of my 2 fantasy quarterbacks. So TD say I'll check out Tom Graci. Yeah, if you're not already checked out on Tom Graci, yeah. Josh missed out. Yes, he did. He did, Juan. He did. Yes, Tom, if you're back next week in chat, both my co-host will be here. Yes, we thank you so much for that. Yeah, Josh didn't miss out. God bless. Good luck hanging on to that lead. Thank you. The most welcome start to team in a while from Jesus. Thank you. Go Pack Go from Mace. Hey, you know what, Mace? For right now, I'll agree with you, man. For right now, I will agree. Go Pack Go. Hey, is everyone in your Packers fans all of a sudden? Hey, you know what? I know I'm they. You know, I'm not mad at all. I am not mad at all. Again, thank you so much, Tom. Really, really appreciate it. You do a lot of good things, obviously, every summer with your St. Jude donations, obviously. So if you're not tuned into Tom, make sure to be tuned in. I was a Cowboys fan today, and it paid off. Hey, so was I. We were all Cowboys fans for one day here. Just that is awesome. That is so awesome. That is so awesome. Obviously, the Cowboys winning that game for everything they've been through this week too was really great to see. Fluff the Niners. Hey, I agree with that one, Jesus. I agree with that one. Once again, if anyone's still left from the Graci Posse, just want to say thank you once again. Thank you once again. Really, really appreciate it. May saying, nah, bro, horns up, just showing some love to Tom. Hey, we're all showing love to Tom, man. We always are showing love to Tom. You know, I'm excited to see what the Rams fans skit's gonna be for, you know, every NFL fans Week 12 reaction. I'm looking forward to that one. Looking forward to that one for sure. And again, if you're not already subscribed from the Graci Posse, make sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. If you're interested in some more football content, this is more so a Rams channel. More than I know, Tom focuses on all NFL. But unfortunately, that's not unfortunately, that's not really the main focus. Cowboys game was amazing. Eagles got punched in the mouth. Yeah, they did. They did. It's nice to see. Nice to see that for sure. Bro, Tom had some great NFC West skits a few years ago. Yeah, he did. He still does. The NFC West skits are still good. They're still good. Again, if you're not already subscribed to Tom, I don't even think I should have to tell you. He's on the road to 1 million. So if you want to help him hit 1 million, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now on his channel as well. During halftime, could Stafford break the record for most pass TDs in a season? That's going to be close. I'm going to fact check that one as well. Season. Peyton Manning holds the record with 55. So it is. I thought it was Mahomes. I thought Mahomes beat him in 2018, but he did not. So we'll see. Crazy to think we're one fumble and block ticked away from being undefeated, lol. Oh, yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree with that one for sure. We'll see who ends up going into quarterback for the Bucs after this drive, but it is going to be the Rams ball, up 31-7. Again, a touchdown here, might end this game. Jay Bird said Mahomes, I believe, has 55. I looked and it said Manning has 55. Unless if I read it wrong, I will double check that. No, it's Peyton Manning in 2015. It says Brady had 50 in the 07 year, and then Mahomes had 50 in his MVP year in 2018. Jesus says Stafford finally getting the recognition he deserves. Oh, yeah. Again, being on the Lions and being on a place where your team didn't necessarily have a lot of winning pieces around it is not great. But yeah, definitely interesting there. And yeah, I just can't believe Tom. I'm still speechless from that. Tom Graci knows our channel, man. Thank you so much, Tom, for once again. Jay Bird said I was wrong as well. Well, yeah, hey, it's all good. It's all good. At the 40, 1st and 10 LA. 31-7, looking to kind of put the game away here is Kyren Williams is going to pick up around 7 or 8. With that one going to be 2nd and short. Here for the Rams. Again, Kyren Williams finally getting back into this game plan here as well. O-line helping him out with the little push. The Bucs have another injured player, unfortunately, down on the defensive side of the ball. Looks like there's going to be an injury timeout here. Holy, they just gave Kyren Williams a carry. Hey, you know what? They did. Hey, if Philly can carry Jalen Hurts, we can carry Kyren Williams, okay? It's okay. It's okay. Philly can do it every other play. Kyren Williams, we can do a little bit of it for one play. It's all good. It's all good. Lakers up 8 now in the fourth quarter, 93-85 for anybody score watching that. Again, it's so crazy that Tom Graci knows. Once again, I've been saying it forever, but thank you so much, Tom. Fortunately, Josh was not here to see that, but hopefully Josh gets back in the chat soon. Rams up 31-7. A little over 14 minutes left to go here. Rams starting off running the ball. I think we're going to see a lot more runs so far here in this second half for the Rams. Some other games here. Manuel saying Lakers 93, Jazz 85 in the fourth, like that. For the Falcons, Kirk Cousins looked okay. 16 for 23, 199 yards. Tyler Show had a decent yards game, but nothing really else. Hey, Cam Jordan and Demario Davis still leading the team. Mace saying, yeah, Josh, you're slacking over there? What am I slacking with, Mace? Let me know. Krim saying, it's funny, I've been watching Graci because I didn't see you were live. Then boom, I came here and saw the raid. The Can said, how awesome would a Rams, Lakers, and Dodgers championship be in the same year? I think it can happen. Lakers are going to be tougher because they got to go through OKC, and that doesn't look easy for anybody. But yeah, Dodgers... We got Baker with some sort of pad on his upper stomach there. Don't know exactly what that's going to do. It's definitely an interesting way to tape yourself up there. 2nd and 3. Baker is doubtful with a shoulder injury. That is the update. So we'll see if he comes back in at all. 2nd and 3 for the Rams from their own 47. Stafford looking to pass for the first down. It's double coverage, but it is Puka Nacua who's going to get the first down once again for the Rams. Mayfield Duffin to return from Juan. Yes, I do agree. Doesn't Greg Gaines play for the Bucs? TBD. I did see that when I was going through the Bucs roster. I didn't really mention it just because Greg Gaines is not really someone at this stage in his career who's going to be playing for long periods of time for the Bucs, but he does. First down, Rams. Kyren running the ball. Kyren's still going. Going to pick up about 7 and get to the 40 of the Bucs. Gotta get some skits in, bro. I was just picking on the whiners, though. Hey, maybe. I mean, Tom, yeah. The skits he does, the fact that he's got every jersey from every team, is able to get those skits in. Hey, hopefully we can announce a Rams draft pick one day. That would be pretty cool. The backup is Teddy Bridgewater from Juan, yes. Floyd saying Rams are separating themselves from the pack. They're establishing themselves as the best team in the NFL. Yes, I do agree. Patriots up there too. Rams and Patriots to me right now look like the 2 best teams in the NFL. Stafford 2nd and 4, has time, looking downfield. Devontae just drops it. Incomplete. From Mays, Teddy Bridgewater's the backup. Yes, he is. Nice to see Teddy Bridgewater back in the league. Obviously looked like a very promising young player and that very unfortunate knee injury. But looking solid now, though. And Devontae, just an unlucky drop there from Devontae. Personally, I hope the Rams face both the Lions and Eagles in the playoffs on their way to a Super Bowl. I mean, yeah, we'll see who they face. Yeah, 2 games that I think would be good comp for the Rams for sure. Obviously, we've got the Lions in a couple weeks here. TJ is saying these drops are getting out of control. He's doing this once per week, at least. Again, one time in a game, I'm not too concerned. 3rd and 4, pressure. There's going to be a flag, and I believe they're going to get Vildor here on pass interference on Puka. That was definitely close, but I do agree with the call. No, it's going to be a false start, actually. No, illegal formation. Sorry. It's going to be 4th down here for the Rams. Yeah, that's definitely interesting as to why that was the case. I don't know about that. 4th and 4. So far, the offense still on the field. I don't know if I agree with this play right now. Offense still out there at the 40. A little too deep for Mevis to kick. 13 seconds on the play clock. We'll see what they do. Kyren's running up. They do snap. They're going for it. Diaby's got pressure. Stafford has to throw it away. It's going to be incomplete. An interesting play call for the Rams to go for that there. I thought they were just going to get him to draw offsides. We used that first round pick on a tackle from TJ. Yeah. And it is going to be Teddy Bridgewater entering the game for the Buccaneers right now. We'll see if Baker returns if this game gets any bit closer. But for right now, I don't foresee Mayfield coming back into the game one bit. I believe this is Bridgewater's first action of the season. I might be wrong on that. His last pass thrown was in the divisional round with the Lions after that ended up being a blowout game in the playoffs. TJ saying, why not punt McVay? I fully agree with that. I do think that is something that should have already happened. They should have punted. TD, 5:51 to go. Lakers 98, Jazz 87. Thank you for that, TD. We have a flag. Penalty got declined. Okay. And for the Rams, you just got to play through this third quarter because if you're up 20 plus going into the fourth, you feel pretty good. We saw that in the Eagles game. The Eagles didn't necessarily play through that third quarter, so that's really why they were unable to get anything going there in the fourth. I don't know what they're trying to. They're showing the replay here of this 4th down play, which again, Ferguson's out on the field. It's probably a guy you should go to. Ferguson did not have any separation. It was a good move not to go to him, actually. First and 10, Tampa Bay. 12:57 left. 31-7, Rams lead. Did you hear about the Rams getting new uniforms? I heard about the Midnights that happened last week. Definitely an interesting uniform combo. TBD, hopefully the Rams don't pull the Eagles or the Rams become the Rams when they play the Eagles. When we play the Eagles, yeah, hopefully not. Got a bit of a stoppage here Don't really know exactly why. Run with Tucker. Gonna get about 4. They're on first down. See where they go. Second down. Teddy Bridgewater on a 7th-team, one-time Pro Bowler for the Vikings, as the broadcast just showed. 2nd and 7 from the 44.5. 2nd and 7. Bridgewater snaps. Going to be another run to Tucker. Tucker's not going to get there. He's going to get 5. He's going to be a couple yards short. TBD saying, gotta believe the Bucs will be going on 4th downs from here. Yeah, maybe, maybe not. I mean, I think the game's over for the Bucs, unfortunately. So, we'll see. 3rd and 2. Rashad White gonna pick up the first down. They're getting new ones next season to look more classic. Oh, I did hear about that. Yes, from that 1963 LAD. Yes, I did hear about that. Haven't seen too many of them yet. I got to do more of a deep dive on that. I'll have more of an opinion on that once I look more. Let's see. 1st and 10. Bridgewater. 11 minutes left in the quarter. Nate Landman with a loss. Tackle for a loss on Rashad White. Rashad White's surprised he gets tackled like that. You know, a good amount when he runs the ball. Landman back there for a loss of about 4. Going to be 2nd and really long here for the Bucs. Nice TFL from Landman according to Manuel. Yes. Aaron Donald loving it. $31-7. Bridgewater throws it towards Emmanuel Forbes. The Rams say it's incomplete to Tez Johnson. Let's see what the refs are going to call. Forbes is not hurt. No. He didn't look hurt during that. It was a weird tackle. Let's see. Does Forbes force us to hit the ground? Oh, that's close. I would say challenge it because of where you are with the score. You can kind of play with your timeouts a little bit. But that's a close one. What do you think, chat? Catch or not? And the Rams are going to challenge this one. They're going to call a timeout here. Good challenge. Good comms. Good challenge. TBD saying incomplete. It's close. The pass is incomplete. The Rams are going to win. Or they didn't call a timeout. If they didn't, the ref did not say they won the challenge. It looks like this was a booth initiated review. That's close, though. Let's see from this angle. Yeah, that's incomplete. Yeah, that angle shows it. You're right, TBD. You're right. That is an incomplete pass. Showing some 1999 NFC Championship game highlights. Bucs Rams. Forbes is balling from Manuel. I do agree. Wow, 11-6. What a game there. The 31-7 is a score here. Third and 12 from the 38.5. Bring some pressure. Byron Young's back there. Byron Young can't get him down. Neither can Verse. Bridgewater's going to go for it. He's not going to get there. Going to be about the 32. So let's see what the Bucs decide to do. Is that a kick, get some points on the board, or are they going to go for this one? Let's see what they do here. Fourth and 6 for the 32.5 is what they give them. They're going to go for it. TBD is saying 180-year-old Bridgewater is still mobile. Hey, fair play. Cade Otton ends up getting this first down, though. Going to get down to about the 19 in the red zone. Cade Otton making up for some mistakes here. It might be a little too late, but you don't want this game to get close where you got to end up playing your starters late. This is a game where you look like you're going to be resting your starters, and if this game gets close, do we see a return of Baker? As this game goes on, we'll have to wait and see. They're going to give them the 19.5-yard line, going to be first down and 10. First and 10, 20.5-yard line, going to hand it off to Tucker. Tucker going to pick up about 2. Good stop there from Nick Hampton. May saying, aren't we doing the Bucs the way they were predicting the Seahawks were supposed to do the Titans? Yes. Yeah, that was the Seahawks almost blew that game. The Titans scored a little too late there in that fourth quarter from what I saw, but yeah, definitely. When the defensive line is trying to rip your head off, they'll make anybody immobile. Yeah, I can see that. Showing Puka Nacua here. Got him on a nice contract. I didn't know he signed a 3-year deal, Puka Nacua. I forgot that was a multi-year deal, but definitely a one that's working out for the Rams so far. 2nd and 8. 8 minutes left to go in the quarter. 31-7. Rams lead. Third quarter. Bridgewater floats one to the end zone. Going to be way too long there for Sterling Shepard. Going to be 3rd down and 8. Bridgewater wants a flag. Don't think they're going to give it to him. And they shouldn't. That's not a flag. Kobe Durant doing a good job there. Close. It's close to a flag, but it was way before the ball was thrown. Looked like it was going to be an overthrow anyway. So I do agree with the no call there on the play. Bridgewater, 3rd and 8. Looking. Forrest with another pass break up there. Covering it. Buka. Going to be 4th down and 8. We'll see what they do here now. Forbes once again from Manuel. Yes, I agree. Manuel Forbes doing a good job. A St. Louis Rams fan, Forbes another pass breakup. Love to see it. Love to see it. 4th and 8 from the 18.5. Bridgewater drops back. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Kobe Turner is going to bring him down. 2nd sack of the game for Kobe Turner. We love to see it. Conducting the defense once again. Love to see a 3rd sack of the day for LA. After not having any in the last 2 games, they're getting some here. Literally a shoelace tackle. Looking at the replay, Kobe Turner getting him by the shoelace. Rams force a turnover on downs. Love to see it. Love to see it. We'll see how many more drives the starters play. Definitely going to play through the end of this 3rd quarter, but we'll see when the 4th quarter starts what they decide to do. TBD saying it's over. Yeah, it looks like it. If Bridgewater being in the game, it is unfortunately over for the Bucs. I mean, it's not because Bridgewater is awful. It's just because unfortunately he's not the same player he was. And Josh G saying we back. Let's go, Josh. You missed a Tom Graci raid. Tell him that you missed a Tom Graci raid. Look at the chat, Josh. Look in chat. TJ saying just looked at those 3 guys in the frame and you realize financially we can't keep them all. #tier. Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to be the case. Manuel saying the conductor with the shoestring tackle, literally. Josh, have you checked chat? Did you look back in chat? Lakers up 4 and 1:30 left. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. Don't lose to the Jazz. Don't. Please don't. Josh, have you seen chat? Yeah, Juan saying he missed out, Josh. Yes, you did. Tom Graci, for real, rated our channel, rated our stream. It looks like Josh is you're gonna get your $600 though, Josh. It looks like. And Josh, I've been watching. Baker Mayfield is hurt. Yeah, Josh, go back and chat. You should go look. Like, actually, I didn't think it was real, but it is. It was a real channel. I double checked. Look at the pinned message. TBD still have one more year with the core group on D. Other than Lake, no one is a free agent. Are you sure Forbes isn't? 2? Wish we could keep them all. I agree. 11:23. Can you post the score? Josh said yes. Wow, of course the stream I missed. Yeah, I know. I was like, no, I just saw everyone in the chat saying Graci raid, and I was like, what? For real? And then Tom Graci Comedy puts in chat, Graci raid sending love, and I was like, no way, and I click it, and it's his actual channel. For real. Like that's crazy. Although the Rams starting with the ball at the 23. Stafford looks to Nacua on first down. Going to be close there. He's going to pick up close to a first down. We'll see how he looks there. Just run the ball. I do agree. Why aren't they running the ball? I don't know. It must be a matchup thing. Josh said, yes, I'll cash out soon and pay for the vacation. Lakers up 1 with the ball. Oh, God. Nacua looks like he tweaked his man. Yeah, he did after that play. Yeah. Josh said, Tom Graci, what a beast. Yes, I don't know what the best way to contact him is to say thank you. I tried to respond directly to the message, but couldn't. So I just decided to pin it. And I put it in chat, too. Only guy to make me not hate on the Packers, to be honest. Yeah, literally. I gave a go, Pack, go. I did it. I didn't like doing it, but I gave a go, Pack, go for Tom. Whittington showing off his returns, his former return skills. All right, my broadcast, I got logged out here. So we're trying to get this back going. Got it now. We're back. Gonna get back into live. Nice catch and run from Whittington. Okay, Lakers up 2 with 5 seconds left. Oh, man, Manuel. I don't want to know. Whittington is so underrated. He is. I totally agree. 2nd and 16, though. How do we get to 2nd and 16? I missed a play, chat. 2nd and 16 from the 44.5. Stafford. Davis Allen bobbles it, but catches it. Gets to the 48 of the Buccaneers. 108, 106. Jazz have the ball. 6 seconds left. Timeout. Oh, man. You know, I'm happy I'm watching this game. I'll say that. 3rd down here for the Rams. Vita Vea, the one causing some trouble there. Vea not having the game I thought he would. I'll be honest. TJ saying some hand-to-hand combat going down in the trenches tonight. Oh, definitely. We expected that, though. It's kind of what we expected, isn't it? It's kind of what everybody expected. At least to me, it's what I expected to happen for sure. 3rd down and 8. I highly doubt the Rams go for it again if they don't get it. Probably punt him, pin him back deep. 3rd and 8. Bucs bring pressure. Stafford had time. Looks to throw again. Nobody home. Incomplete. Run play was stuffed. Yeah, not surprised. Stafford saying it's on him. Rams going to punt it away. A little concerning. The Rams offense has not looked the same. McVay saying, come on, man, like a Monday Night Football segment. A little annoyed there, but we'll see. Puka's back. Yeah. Jazz hit a game-winning. No, they didn't. Don't troll. Don't troll me, STL Rams fan. Did the Lakers win? Manuel and TD are saying they won. I need to check for myself now before this Ethan Evans punt. I need to check. They did it. Oh, wow. Should not be that close with the Jazz. Ethan Evans looking to pin him back deep. Fair catch. Going to be at the 7.5-yard line. A great punt. Trying to get to the 8 is the return man. I don't blame him. But it looks like it'll be the 7.5. Another amazing punt once again from Ethan Evans. 31-7, 4:27 left to go in the third quarter. See if the Bucs can make this a bit of a game here entering the fourth. Evans may make the Pro Bowl. Oh, yeah, he should. Ron J saying no trench fights. Yeah, no. We don't want any extra fighting happening. No, no, no. That is not exactly what we want at all. No, no, no. And by the way, anyone from the Graci Posse raid, we are live every game for the Rams on game day, so we'll be live next Sunday morning. You can send this clip to Tom, tell him we'll be live again. If he wants to join the chat, I'm sure he'll be live watching his Packers, of course. Yeah, we love and appreciate Tom. I'm watching him for a few years now. Great to see his success as well. Get him to 1 million. If you're not already subscribed to Tom, you should be. I don't know what you're doing. So get him to 1 million. Does a lot of good things for the community as well. So definitely get him to 1 million. There for sure. We got over 100 people right now in chat. So thank you, everybody. And if you want, you got to make sure to like the stream. Like the stream right now. Subscribe as well. We're on the road to 5K right now. We think we can get there by the end of this calendar year, 2025. So make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. And for the Rams right now, it's just about preventing points. And Adam Schefter, Mayfield is out. From Adam Schefter right now, Mayfield will not be returning to this game with that shoulder injury. Unfortunate for Baker. Love seeing him succeed, but that is the right move for the Bucs. There's no point in bringing him back right now. And Matthew Stafford already moved into third in Rams history in passing touchdowns, passing Mark Bulger, only behind Jim Everett and Roman Gabriel on that list now. Definitely interesting to see if he'll end up being number 1 if he plays another season all time. TJ saying, come on, guys, hit the like button. I agree, TJ. And hit the subscribe button while you're at it as well. Doesn't hurt you. Does not cost you anything whatsoever. So make sure to do that. Awful news for Baker from TD. Oh, yeah. Yeah, not good news at all. For Baker, unfortunately, someone who loves and respects Baker. Not what you want to see for any player to get hurt. TBD is saying time to bench the starters. I think we wait until the fourth quarter. I think just due to sportsmanship. I don't know. I think there is a May saying I left Cali and moved to Colorado, so I'm hoping it's a Rams-Broncos Super Bowl. Baker is in a sling. Officially on the sideline, Baker is in a sling, so that is also not a good sign. Looks like it's pretty serious if he's already in a sling, so we're going to have to obviously be looking at that. Would love Rams-Broncos Super Bowl? Yeah, I think the Rams would absolutely dominate Bo Nix. But again, the Broncos defense is the Broncos defense. They look like one of the best units of all time up there with the Texans. Those are the only two defenses I would say are for sure better than us. The Broncos and Texans. So we'll see how those look, or how those teams look once we head closer into playoff time. Nick Hampton is in the game, yeah. And then the Rams using stunts, talked about that in a video a while ago. Highest percentage in the NFL from they ended up giving him the 11.5. Cade Otton from this on 2nd and 6. Going to pick up about 4. Going to be 3rd and 2. The Rams may already not have to do too much here. They might get the ball back pretty much immediately here. As we head into around 3 minutes left here in this third quarter. See what we get here. 3rd and 2. From the 15.5. Bridgewater pressure. Cade Otton fighting. Cam Curl's not going to let him get there. Another great open field tackle by Cam Curl. Brings up 4th down and maybe 1. They're maybe going to give Cade Otton 1 yard. We'll see if they go for it. Probably not, because the Rams are almost going to be in the red zone. TD is saying the Bucs had no right to let him back in the game after he went to the 10, especially based on the score at the time. That was a horrible decision by the Tampa Med staff. Yes and no. I mean, I'm sure Baker was out there saying he wanted to play. I highly doubt that was Baker saying, no, I don't want to try. Because my guess is that if it was really bad, they wouldn't even let him think about going back in. That's just my guess. And the Bucs are going to be punting from about the 5 here. So the Rams could end up starting in Bucs territory with a good return. Punt's going to be a good one to near the 30. Kyren has some room, ends up getting to the 35.5. So we're going to be okay field position here for the Rams with 2:14 left for Rashad White going to check on Baker. Not necessarily the news the Bucs want to hear. Bucs season might be over, folks, if Baker has to miss the next few games. The Panthers, this is their opportunity to win this division. Just hope no starter gets injured from TBD. Don't even say it. Knock on wood, I'm knocking on my wooden desk. Our number one RB should not be returning punts. Well, Xavier Smith isn't out for today. I did forget to mention that. And also some update from the Lakers. DeAndre Ayton did not play the entire game. He left with a right knee injury. So we'll see how DeAndre Ayton is doing if you're a Lakers fan out there. 108, 106. Good 12-4 Lakers, man. They're starting off their season hot as well. Why is Kyren back there? Probably because Xavier Smith is out. But even then, I wouldn't put Kyren back there. I do agree with you on that. Emmanuel Forbes is a beast from 890. I do agree. What's up, 890? Welcome to chat. Still got over 100 people in here, so thank you very much for tuning in. New, old, we appreciate everybody here in chat. And make sure to get us over to that 5,000 subscriber mark for sure. We're just over 200 away now. So make sure to hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And the third quarter here, looks like this game is going to be wrapped up here. As long as the Bucs don't get a lot of points quickly, it looks like this one is going to be wrapped up pretty shortly. Pretty shortly here. Look, going back to my keys to the game, covering Ibuka. Done a great job on that. Ibuka's been pretty much a non-factor throughout this entire game. Obviously, with Baker being hurt, matters. The run defense has been good. Sean Tucker's been fine, but nothing, excellent out of him like he had last week against the Bills. He looked awesome. And the secondary has been great without Quentin Lake. Obviously, Quentin Lake is still so important to this team, but again, I think the Bucs injuries help out with that. Mevis hit his first field goal, which is good to see. Then now you can maybe start going to Mevis on short field goal situations. Again, long field goals, we'll have to wait and see, but it's good to see Mevis getting more confidence with the field goal unit. Juan saying, Vamos Rams, I agree. Vamos Rams, I totally agree. Matthew Stafford getting better with age. He is. Wow, they edited him with the full wine country fit on. Wow. If you're watching the broadcast, oldest players in NFL history to lead with consecutive touchdown passes without an interception. Matthew Stafford has 27, tying Tom Brady for the longest streak ever. So one more touchdown without an interception. Stafford will have 28 straight without a pick, which would be the most all time. 1st and 10 for the 36 of the Rams. Stafford getting the play in motion. Kyren Williams back in the game as running back. Gonna be a pass play. Stafford looking downfield. Devontae hauls that one in. As Coach Pleasant was trying to tell Devontae that he wasn't down. And I think as there's a flag. Holding on Coleman Shelton. We're going to see he is guarding Vita Vea. He's trying to block Vita Vea. So, which is that a hold? Was that a hold on Vita Vea? I don't know about that. Was that a flag or not? He could have kept going. No, Winfield touched him. If you watch the replay, he did get touched, actually. I thought so too, but Winfield did touch him there at the last second. 1st and 20 now from the 26, after a great catch by Devontae Adams will not count. Staff fakes to Kyren, pressure in his face. Has to force it to Davis Allen, who's going to get a lot of it back. You're going to get 2nd down and I believe 4 or 5 here. Davis Allen getting double-digit yards there, really saving the Rams there. Center is still the weak link on the O-line and right tackle. When Havenstein's healthy, he's good. McClendon's been a good replacement. I do think in the draft, the right tackle is the position that the Rams do need to go. Just get younger on the offensive line for sure. Maybe with the Falcons pick, we'll see. Season coming to an end. I'm going to start looking into that obviously soon, man. While I was saying the Bucs have been holding the Rams all day long and they're never called holding. Yeah, a little bit. I've seen some that I haven't thought of, but again, when the score is like this, not really too concerning. Stafford has time. Devontae, there's a flag down again. Gonna get to about the 44 there of the Bucs. 49 there, actually, of the Bucs, I should say. See who this flag is on now. Holding. It's a climb, so it's going to be on the defense, it looks like here. So it is going to be a first down Rams, from what I can tell. It is going to be on the defense. Devontae is a beast from TBD. I agree. 1st and 10. 5 catches, 62 yards, and 2 tutties for Devontae. Under a minute left in the third. 1st and 10. Bucs 49. Stafford runs it to Kyren. Kyren's going to pick up 9. Get close to it. He may not be down. The refs haven't blown the whistle yet, but they do. And Kyren jokingly gives the ball. Matthew saying, "Where's your buddy?" He is currently traveling right now. So he is unable to stream this game, unfortunately. He will be back next week. Do not worry. Next week we will be back. Everything is all good. Just a quick little travel trip for him. Manuel saying, "Finally a run." Yeah, finally. I agree. 2nd and 1, less than a minute left. They will have less than 5 seconds left. They do not have to snap. Looks like they are not going to snap. And Bucs, there is going to be a penalty. We'll see who it's on. See if it was before the end of the quarter anyways. Let's see. Refs are talking it over. Manuel saying $600 richer. Yes, he most likely will be. McVay looks like it's going to be on the Bucs. We're going to have to wait and see, though. No flag's going to be called, actually. It's going to be the end of the quarter, but the Rams up 31-7. Control room, loving it. Yeah, we'll see. After this drive, this might be it for the starters. Aaron Donald having a great time at the stadium, as he should. And some breaking news out of Cleveland. After today's great performance by Shedeur, they've yet to determine a starting quarterback for next week. Meaning that Shedeur may have put himself back in the running. So I'll have to wait and see on that one. And that's because Matthew Stafford, weird that Todd Bowles' team isn't blitzing much from TBD. Yeah, I do agree. I am kind of surprised on that. And he's saying that's because Matthew Stafford's a master against the blitz. He is. He totally is. I do agree that Stafford is great against the blitz, and that is the main reason why that the Buccaneers are not blitzing as much as you would normally think that they would be blitzing. It does make sense to me why that is the case. And for selfish reasons, I want Stafford to stay in the game. He's 27 yards away from getting me one more fantasy point. I know not everything's fantasy, but hey, for a selfish reason, I do want him to stay in the game just for one more drive, and then we can take him out. But yeah, 4th quarter coming up here. It's going to be closing time here for the Rams these first few minutes, as long as you hold the Bucs to no points, especially if you do end up scoring again. This is going to be over. TBD is saying true, however, not mobile. I agree. Gamil, I hope I said that right. Does McVay pull Matthew? I think after this drive, yes. Not for this drive. You just finish up this drive, and then depending on what the Bucs do, and especially if the Rams score and the Bucs don't, then I think you definitely pull Matthew Stafford. McVay should pull everyone. After this drive, I agree. I don't think any more offensive starters should play. One more just drive for the defense as well, and then pull everybody. Run the ball? Yeah, run it. I fully agree. I fully agree there. Run the ball more. I get the matchups haven't necessarily been there to run it, but especially with the score the way it is right now, there's no reason not to run the ball. You know what I mean? There's just no reason for it. So it makes perfect sense that they should be running the ball more. Maybe this would be a good time to see Jarquez Hunter. Hey, Floyd, he's inactive. I'm sorry to tell you, but he is inactive. TBD said pull everyone right now. Let's see what they do as they're showing the Peterson Car Museum in LA. It looks pretty. I haven't been there yet. I know I need to. 2nd and 1. They run it, and they're going to get it with Kyren. 1st down and 10 here to start up the 4th quarter. Manuel said run up the score too. Yeah, just score one more time. Yes, Camille said Hunter's inactive. I understand what they're doing. Rivers, is Rivers active? I don't even know if Ronnie Rivers is active. I believe he's on the practice squad. Will it be Stetson or Jimmy? Jimmy Stetson's also inactive. RMSW. Stafford on 1st and 10. Hand it off to Kyren once again. Finds a seam. He's going to pick up about 4 or 5 on 1st down. Showing more McClendon. And McClendon's been pretty good today. Again, McClendon's done well. He's more a bit of a hybrid lineman. Can kind of play everywhere for this Rams O-line. Got over 135 people here in chat. So thank you everyone once again for tuning in. Been loving these live streams. Gamil says Rivers is active, I believe. Okay, yeah. We can see Ronnie Rivers. I'm down for that. Stafford fakes a run. Fakes to Nacua. And he's going to have to throw it away. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. Will we see another Memphis field goal? Stafford falls down, but is okay. Again, my selfishness for my fantasy team wants those extra 27 yards. Rob Havenstein there on the sideline. Rocking that cool-looking Rams vest and Rams hat. TBD, our O-liners look great. Yeah, besides the Yaya Diaby sack, they have looked quite good. I would say for sure. 3rd down and 7. Andres said, what a great game. We're some of the best team in the league. No doubt about it. I agree. From the 34, Vamos Rams. I agree on Adrian Vamos Rams. Stafford throwing towards Terrence Ferguson, but incomplete. 4th down and 7 from 34. This will probably be a kick again. St. Louis Rams fan 2, Badger Quest is inactive. It would be a good opportunity to see playing time. I agree. TD is saying let Jimmy G get some reps, get Stafford out, never know. Yeah, I agree. Oh, Ferguson should have had that. It was tipped a little bit by Vuldor, but still, Terrence Ferguson needs to come down with that football. Mevis is going for the field goal attempt for the 2nd time tonight. In the hands. A 52-yarder. Long one. See if he gets it. I don't blame him. Jamil says to see Mevis can kick. Let's see Mevis. And that's going to be good easily. That had a couple more yards on it. I'm confusing with Will Levis for a second there. Harrison Mevis gets the score up 34-7. Right down the middle. That was a bit of a low kick, too. It's a little scary there, but again, Mevis being 2 for 2 now on kicks. It looks like we have a kicker for the rest of this season, ladies and gentlemen. Manuel saying we're going to the Super Bowl. We're going to win it. I agree. I agree with you there. Thicker the kicker. Yes. Harrison Mevis having a good game, too. We love to see it. And also some breaking news. Adam Schefter, Chip Kelly, has been fired as the Raiders offensive coordinator. Cardi is gone from TJ. After this year, I don't mind him being on the roster for now, just because it never hurts to have him on the practice squad. But yeah, after this year, if Mevis keeps having good games, I do think they're going to give Mevis another year, for sure. That was a straight shot, too, from Aaron. Yes, I agree. Jamil says, poor Cardi. Yeah, I do feel for Cardi, obviously. You don't want to see anyone lose their job. But if it's the right move, it's the right move. Maybe Josh McCarty becomes great somewhere else. You know, as long as it doesn't go to the Niners. Then we're okay. But if Josh McCarty becomes a great kicker for the Ravens, he becomes a great kicker for the Ravens. I mean, they have Tyler Loop, so that probably wouldn't happen. But you know what I mean. If he becomes a great kicker for a different team, that's okay. It just wasn't meant... sorry about that. It just wasn't meant to be as a Ram. Take a quick water break here. The job is solidified from Matthew. I agree. If 140 people are in this chat and not subscribed, like and subscribe now from Manuel. Yes, I do agree. Juan said Eagles should have Chip Kelly as their coordinator. Ooh, I disagree. Chip Kelly should not be an NFL coordinator anymore after the way he's been going this year, at least in my humble opinion there. Jay Bird said the thicker kicker baby. You guys see McVay's grin? Lol. Manuel saying he deserve a water break. Take a shot too. Maybe after. Not on stream. Just had some quick sip of water there. Aaron Taylor, Cardi had stuff on those kickoffs though. Yes, but I do agree with Pat McAfee that it was kind of ruining the trajectory of those kickoffs. So we'll wait and see there. The Rams' notable draft picks in 2022, Kobe Durant, Kyren Williams, Quentin Lake. What a draft class there. 2023, Steve Avila, Byron Young, Kobe Turner, and Puka Nacua. I mean, wow. Yeah, these drafts have all been so good. 2024 draft, Verse, Fisk, and Kitchens. Just everyone playing so well. TBD, Chip Kelly, and Pete Carroll are awful. I mean, they drafted a running back before they had an offensive line. Chip needs to stay in college, TJ. And Chip was doing pretty well in college football. Maybe there is a spot for him there, but I do think NFL, not necessarily. Although Geno hasn't played well. There's Aaron Donald in the stands, rocking the shades, rocking the watch. With the fam, love to see it. They're showing the Jared Verse workout video with Aaron Donald. The fact that Aaron Donald is still doing this and he's not even playing scares me. A little bit. Scares me just a tiny bit. I'll say. We have the Falcons' first rounder from TBD. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Thicker kicker is the man from Paula. From Paul. Yes, we do. Yes, he is the man. Bucs first and 10. 13:35 left to go in the game. From the 35. Bridgewater with some pressure. Low throw to Igbuka. So far, the defensive starter is still in there. I do think this will be the last drive for both starters. Showing some Aaron Donald highlights, and why not, man? 160-pound dumbbell bench press. What do we draft with Falcons first rounder? I would say O-line. Probably tackle would be good, I think. You know, Aaron Donald, thanks for making that video remind me that I cannot do an 160-pound dumbbell bench press workout. Needed that right now. Just kidding, man. Just kidding. 2nd and 10 from the 35. Bridgewater. Pressure. Try to loft it to Ibuka, but way over his head with Emmanuel Forbes in coverage. Manuel saying, hopefully the Rams release on their social media the halftime celebration for Aaron Donald. I want to see that. Yeah, it wasn't shown on the broadcast. I was looking over. I know we got the Graci raid during halftime, which again, thank you very much, Tom. We really appreciate it. that was on my mind, as it should be, because we love and appreciate Tom, not just for that, but for everything he does on YouTube. But yeah, Aaron Donald, though, the ring me moment. Well, was a good choice from Jamil. Yeah, I think right tackle is definitely a position, or tackle in general is definitely something the Rams can look into with that Falcons pick. Maybe Aaron Donald announces a return from TBD. Hey, I'm for it, man. I'm for it. Bridgewater, 3rd and 10. Rams bringing everybody. He's going to be brought down. Byron Young joins the sack party for the Rams. 4th one of the game. There is a flag, though, so we'll see if this stands. The Mecca has 0 yards. Crazy. Holding on Josh Wallace. So this is not going to be a sack, unfortunately. But Aaron Taylor, at season start last year, couldn't have known the D would get better week after week, still improving. Oh, totally agree with that. Yeah, the defense last year to start off was not good, and Chris Shula was getting a lot of heat, even though I wasn't yet on this channel. This channel wasn't even started at that point last year. But yeah, definitely not good there. And yeah, I would say that's defensive holding. It's close. Rams, 4 penalties for 32 yards. Bucs, 1. Doesn't seem right. They have a penalty for 0 yards, but I think that's meant to say 10 yards there on their scoreboard. 13 minutes to go. First down from the 40. Hand off to Rachaad White. Going to go up the right side. Rachaad White's got a bit of a seam. He's going to get about 15 there. Almost runs into Sean McVay. McVay able to run out of the way, though, in time. Yeah, Mecca with 0 yards was not on anyone's bingo card today. If you bet a Mecca under, you're feeling great. You're feeling great. But if you did not bet a Mecca, if you bet a Mecca over for yards and targets, you're not feeling good. Sean McVay was on the Bucs as a very young assistant there in 2008, according to the broadcast. More pressure. Josiah Stewart and Nick Hampton chasing Teddy Bridgewater. He's going to throw it away out of bounds. There's another flag. Offensive holding this time. Going to be a penalty on the Bucs. Aaron Taylor saying Donald retired, expected the D to be okay, but they became elite fast. Yeah, they did. The first year the first year not as much, but yeah, the second half of the year they did become elite for sure. Totally totally cool for this Rams defense. And for the Rams, just want to end this game, no injuries. After this drive, take everyone out. There's no point in keeping all the starters in. Wouldn't be surprised if the Bucs end up doing the same if the Rams end up doing that. Bridgewater, quick pass to Shepard. Not going anywhere. Jalen McCullough in there on the tackle. Jalen McCullough is such an underrated player. Even if we do lose Q-Lake, which I don't think we will, Jalen McCullough is ready to step in. Jalen McCullough has been so good for the Rams. He has been so good and so dominant for this Rams team. Take the stars out of the game, please. No injuries. After this drive, I agree with that. 2nd and 18. Verse gets back there. Bridgewater finds Buka for his first catch of the game. Oh, Darius Williams. Darius Williams. That wasn't good. He just got stiff-armed like crazy. Oh, that didn't look... Not a good look, Darius. Buka was going to get something eventually. It was going to happen. Right when we all say in chat he has 0 yards, he ends up getting close to 30 on this play. This was a big play, putting the Bucs close to the red zone. Jamil said Lowell had to say something about Buka. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. It was going to happen eventually. It was going to happen eventually. He's actually got 3 catches for 32 yards, so I believe he had 2 for around 1. Most likely, and they're going to be at the 20.5-yard line, just short of the red zone. First down, 11 minutes left, 34-7 Rams. Bridgewater. Kobe Turner gets back there. That's not going to be a catch. Sean Tucker only got 1 foot down. Verse popped off the screen immediately to me, though. Yeah, they were unable to fully defend that one, though. Going to be 2nd down. I guess every down is 4-down territory still for Tampa. Or every series is 4 downs. Thought he locked the CB with that second first rounder? Maybe. The CB, I like it. That would be interesting. 2nd and 10. Taz Johnson. Going to pick up about 3 or 4. Going to be 3rd down here for the Rams. 10:49 left. Got out of bounds. Baker's still in a sling, so it's definitely not looking great. Third and 7 for the Bucs. At the 17.5, Bridgewater finds Rachaad White. Not going to get there. Cam Kitchens comes up and makes the play. We need to draft Stafford's replacement. That's what I think at least. Outside of Mendoza and Dante Moore, there's not really... I'm not a huge Ty Simpson guy. There's not really someone in the first round that I think fits that mold. And Mendoza's going to go to the Jets somehow, somewhere. The Jets are going to find a way to take him. Maybe the Browns take him too. I don't know. Dante Moore, the Raiders are probably going to take a quarterback because Geno Smith has not been good this year. 4th down, 9:50 to go. The D reminds me of the early 2000s Ravens, bend, don't break. Jamil, I can agree. From the 13.5, 4th and 3. Bridgewater, empty backfield. Bridgewater looking to move. Jared Verse back there. Jared Verse brings him down. 2nd sack of the game for Jared Verse. I wish we drafted Dart. Thought he locked down Defensive Rookie of the Year right away. I agree with you, Ball. Not gonna lie, I wish we drafted Dart. Aaron Donald loving it. The family loving it. Having a bit of a tech issue real quick. We're going to get that solved right now. Back in the... Here we go. Broadcast back up. Dart with McVay, Matthew would have been nuts. Yeah, but at the same time, Dart wouldn't have played this year. And it looks like Jackson Dart, based on what we saw in the limited time he's gotten to play for the Giants, if he does come back this season, has looked pretty good. He's looked quite solid, throughout this season. So I wouldn't be surprised if they keep it up, if they keep going with him. So it'll be definitely interesting to see how exactly that's going to go. When you look at the way Dart has played this year, yeah. Drop Godwin, Jose. You mean fantasy-wise, or do you mean the Bucs should actually drop him? Fantasy-wise, you probably should. But if you're talking about the Bucs dropping him, probably not. Jamil said, but he would have learned. Yeah, for sure. He's going to make Parsons money, maybe even Garrett. Verse, you're talking about, TJ? I'm assuming here. I don't know about Myles Garrett money. Well, I mean, we'll see. He's got another year at least until we will extend him. So we have to see how he plays next year, because this year's been up and down. Right now is an up. Right now is what we were expecting kind of for sure. Man, well, part of the problem, the NFL is quarterbacks feel like they're forced in the spotlight too soon. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes. I can see that. I mean, Cam Ward, when you're a number one pick, you should be in the spotlight just because you're in the number one pick. You kind of expect it to be that guy. Verse, Turner, Fisk, Young. Of these four, Young may not return. Ooh, I don't know. TJ saying yes, sir. Maybe. We're seeing some photos of Puka as a child right now. And now some Lawrence Taylor highlights. Verse showing off for AD. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. We'll see who the quarterback is for the Rams if it ends up being Jimmy Garoppolo. It is not Jimmy Garoppolo. It is Matthew Stafford. Surprisingly, after this drive, then, I think it will be Jimmy Garoppolo. Kyren is going to pick up nothing. Going to be a second, maybe 9.5. Second and 9. They do give Kyren a yard. OMG, a real-life run. Yes, man. Well, I didn't know that existed either. McVay's crazy. Pulled the damn starters. Yeah, I agree. Second and 9 from the 26. 6 seconds left on the play clock. Kyren only going to pick up about 2 or 3 there as well. Going to be third down and long. Yeah, there's no point in keeping the starters in this next drive. Even if the Bucs score, they're just kind of running out of time. Right now, as we're almost halfway done through the fourth quarter. Puka's got 97 yards tonight, so let's give him one more catch to get to 100. How does that sound? I'd like that a lot, personally, to get Puka to 100 yards receiving, and then we can take them all out. Jamil says, man, run, punt. Yeah, that might end up being what's going to happen here. Kyren gets it. It looks like. Let's see if he gets it. It's going to be close. Kyren's slam. It's actually Blake Corum, who ran that. McVay is probably trying out something. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Let's see. What are they going to give him? Fourth and inches. Oh, wow. They're giving him 4th and inches. Do they go for this, chat? What do you think? They're not. Ethan Evans is going to be out there. I agree. No point in going for this, but to score the way it is. I did see some backup defenders coming in. So it's probably the last drive for the starters now. I do think you're going to see the backups playing throughout the rest of this game here. That punt's going to be out at about the 27, 28-ish yard line there. We'll see how many starters are out there for the Bucs as well, besides the quarterback. When this game comes back. It's all fun until the starter gets injured in a game that's been over. Yeah, I really do believe that's it now for the starters. At least I hope that's the case. There's no point in keeping these starters out there at all. And also, Dak Prescott passed Tony Romo for the most yards ever in Cowboys history. Dak sneakily might get to 60,000 passing yards. Yeah, he has a shot. Sneakily, Dak has been playing better. $18-yard punt. Yeah, not a good punt there from Ethan Evans. Not a good punt. It's okay. It's okay. Again, this game is, it's been over for a quarter and a half, but still not what we want to see. Jamil says, holy yard. Hey, it's okay. It's okay, Jamil. It's okay. Speaking of, during this break, I'm seeing a Mel Kiper article. Looks like there's some good Utah tackles available. Tackles from Utah. Spencer Fano and Caleb Lomu. We'll see if the Rams take one of those guys. Let's see. Still the commercial. What do you think the Rams are going to do here? What do we think they're going to do on defense? Think we're going to have some starters still in the game? Yes, no, maybe so. Let me know. I'm looking forward to hearing what y'all have to say. Broadcast back on here. Hey Josh, you want to know what I want for Christmas this year? Yeah, tell us. Huge tackle there from Josiah Stewart on first down run by Sean Tucker. Surprised the starters are still out here on defense. There are some backups out there mixed in, but there are some starters there as well. I want Rams Digest to get to 5,000 subscribers. Yes. We can do that. Let's see what we're at now. I know we've gained some from the stream. Second down here for the Bucs. We're just about 4.8. We're just about 4.8K, just over 200 away, so make sure to hit that subscribe button right now if you're not already. If you're still here from the Graci Posse, hit that subscribe button if you have not already. Or if you're not subscribed to our channel yet, Josiah Stewart has some pressure. Teddy Bridgewater is going to fling that away, and that is almost picked by Cam Kitchens. Jamil said, just sub. Thank you so much, Jamil. Josh and I appreciate it. Josh will be back making videos early next week. Most likely no video Thanksgiving. I know we say daily, but it is Thanksgiving, so we're going to be spending time with our families, obviously. Hey, put in the chat right now, what's your favorite Thanksgiving food or Thanksgiving tradition that you guys have coming up? TBD, 0 starters. Let's see. Did they take everyone out? Nah, not yet. Serena Johnson. Johnson's going to get a couple. Not going to be enough. Still fourth down here for the Bucs. They're going to have to go for it again. Now, I do not want to see Matthew Stafford back out there. Under 6 minutes left to go in this game. There is no point for Matthew Stafford to be back out there. Jamil, welcome to the family. Andres, it has to be prime rib. Wow, prime rib? I gotta go over there for Thanksgiving. You guys having prime rib? What? I gotta lobby the family to have some prime rib. Wow, that sounds amazing. Prime rib? You're making me. I'm already hungry. But you are making me hungrier. The Bucs are actually gonna punt here and not go for it. Stuffing because it's only once a year. That's fair. Punt is going to be a touchback. That's very fair. 34-7 Rams, around 5 minutes left to go here in this one, 5:26. Rams going to move to 9-2 once this game is over here. Again, Rams looking real good. Looking real good heading into their matchup against Carolina next week. Early game, morning game next week. Should be live at around 9:50, 9:55 a.m. Pacific time. He's in. Yeah, he is in. TD, I agree. Why is he in? There's no point in Matthew Stafford being in this game right now. There's no point. I've let my fantasy team behind. I'm not behind, but you know what I mean. I've left the selfishness behind. There's no point in being in the game right now. Jamil said, MM's Manuel been part of the Ramblings since 1980. Love to see it. Kyren, going to be close to a first down. Manuel saying, hoping to see Jimmy G. Yeah, I would hope to as well. It's good to get your back up some reps. Jimmy G's on the headset right now, on the earpiece, but just, I don't understand. I don't understand why you would not have him in the game right now. Juan's saying it's such a good game for us. It is. I totally agree. TBD, this is stupid. Yep. I also fully agree. There's no reason for a TD agree. There's no point. There's no point for Stafford to be in this game right now. No starter should be in the game at this point. 4:45 left. 2nd and 1. Rams up already 34-7. At the 29. Kyren's going to pick up the first down, pick up about 5 yards there. The score, Randy, 34-7. The Rams are up. Just over 4 minutes left to go in this game. The Rams are going to hold on to first place in the division, 9-2, and move to the number 1 seed in the NFC for right now with a win here. Got to win at least 4 more games for sure if the Rams want to get that 1 seed. Andres said, man, we're just pounding the rock now. I mean, yeah, now that the game's over, just going to run out the clock. No point in doing anything again. And Jimmy G can do this. Happy to be here, Jamil. From Jamil, thank you, Jamil. We're happy to have you here as well. Running with Kyren again. He is going to be stopped for a loss of a few. Kyren angry at himself there. So in the special teams, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see it. They're replaying Jordan Davis. I don't want to see it. Like we didn't need to see that, NBC. Like was that necessary? Like just to ask, like was that necessary from NBC? Kyren running the ball again. You're going to pick up around half of the yardage needed for the first down. Now, I get why we're running the ball. I mean, are we just stat padding Kyren? Does Kyren have a bonus or something? If he has a bonus, I'm all for it. 9-2. We are moving to 9-2, Manuel. That is correct. Just around 2.5 minutes left, coming up on the 2-minute warning. I have a hot take about the 2-minute warning. I want to know what you think about it in chat. I think in a blowout game like this, a 2-minute warning shouldn't happen. Just end the game. What do you think about that? In a game where it's a 20-plus point lead with 2 minutes left. TBD, good night, great win. Hope no starters get injured. See you next week. Thank you, TBD. Good night to you. Hopefully nobody does get hurt. See you next week as well. TD, love seeing the Rams blow a 21-point lead today. Oh, I did too. I loved it as well. Jamil saying 9-2. Heck yeah. I agree. Love to see it. At the 2-minute warning now, 34-7. Rams are going to most likely punt this with the 4th down coming up. Bucs going to have the ball here to end the game. Now I don't see any starters on defense coming out. There's no, please no. There's no point. Run the clock down. I do agree. Time to run the clock. They're honoring Chris Collinsworth right now for his 500th NFL game of broadcast. I'd love to see it. Congratulations to Chris. And we know he's a Glazer. He is a Glazer. And we know that. He's a Patrick Mahomes Glazer, but we do respect him for broadcasting 500 games. That is so impressive. That is very, very impressive. And they give him a cake now for 500 broadcasters. Deuces. Thank you, Jamil. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. We appreciate you. They bringing the cake out too? That's making me hungry too. Rams punting here. Ethan Evans. Return fielded the 15. Got some room. Not going to get to the 30, though. Good special teams. 91 PB. It says, glad we won, but still need to tweak the offense. Yeah, the offense was good today, for sure. Andres saying best team in NFC. Oh, yeah, fully. I do agree with that, for sure. Glad we won, but the offense needs to tweak. Yeah, the 13 personnel needs to come back, for sure. That's something that I would want to see. 100%. But besides that, definitely not much left to work on, though, for sure. 147 left at the 29 for the Bucs. TD said happy Thanksgiving to all who are leaving the chat. Yes, happy Thanksgiving to all of you. On my video this week that I'll be doing before Thanksgiving, I'm going to wish everyone happy Thanksgiving in that one as well. Josh will too. But yes, happy Thanksgiving to everyone who came here in chat. Hopefully you have some good time with the 3Fs family football food. So thank you all for that. Josh and I are both extremely thankful for all of you who tune in to our channel, our videos, share our channel. We really do appreciate it. They're celebrating Collinsworth. We're celebrating 6,000 total views on this stream, our highest viewed stream of the season. So thank you all. Anyone who came in at any point, we really do appreciate it. Not really any gain on that play there, as now the backups are in. Sean Dolak with that tackle. Troy Reader sighting on the field. Will Troy Reader get burned? Yes or no? Put it in chat. Less than a minute left now. 34-7. Rams are going to take this victory. TJ saying happy Turkey Day in advance. Guys, thank you, TJ. Happy Turkey Day in advance to you, too. This is the only time I want to see Troy Reader playing in linebacker. Yes, I do agree. This is the only time I want to see Troy Reader out here on the field as well. Just over 30 seconds left to go. Probably the last play of the game here for the Bucs. Bridgewater snaps. They're going to run. Pick up about 5 of the 8 they need. It's about the 36. Less than 20 seconds to go. No point running a play. Todd Bowles is going out to midfield. Everyone's going out to midfield. This one is over. The Rams dominate 34-7 victory over the Bucs. Love to see that. Baker walking out in a sling. Hopefully he is okay, obviously. NFL World is going to have more on that coming soon. Stafford checking in on Baker. Devontae and Godwin. TJ saying, Josh, let me know if you want me to call in from the game on Sunday. Maybe if you want to view the stream, you can. No pressure. Manuel saying poor Baker. Yeah, it sucks for Baker, man. It really does. Ibuka talking to Devontae. Love to see that. Going to the box score though for this game. Rams move to 9-2. Going to be the number 1 seed. Stafford. 25 for 35, 273 yards, 3 touchdowns. Kyren, 12 carries, 46 yards. Puka, 7 catches, 97 yards. Kobe Turner, 2 sacks. Kim Curl with 8 tackles. Looking at the full box score here. Blake Corum, 7 for 24. Devontae, 5 for 62, 2 touchdowns. Colby Parkinson, 4 for 41, and a touchdown. Davis Allen, 3 for 29. Konate Mupfield got some action. 2 catches for 25. Jordan Whittington, 3 for 17. Kyren, 1 for 2. Terrence Ferguson, not have a catch. Curl and Landman led the team in tackles with 8 and 7. Obviously, Kobe Turner and Jared Verse. Jared Verse with 2 sacks, obviously. Kobe Turner with 2 sacks as well. 4 total sacks for this Rams team. And Kobe Durant with a pick 6 for one of the scores as well. Now, if we look at the Rams schedule coming up here shortly, obviously you're at 9-2 now. You got the Panthers next week in Carolina, a tough game. The Panthers are one of the best home teams in the country. And then you got Arizona, divisional game, but it is the Cardinals. And then you got the Lions coming to SoFi, going to be a tough one. Lions Seahawks within 4 days of each other. Sunday the 14th and Thursday the 18th. Then you end with the Falcons and Cardinals. The Falcons game is going to be a win. We'll see how many people play in the Cardinals game, depending on seeding. But yeah, definitely a bit of a race here for this number 1 seed between the Rams and Eagles. The Eagles will have the tiebreaker if they have the same record, which is important. It's crazy we're only a few mishaps on special teams away from being undefeated. Yeah, yeah, totally. I really do believe the Rams could be an undefeated team right now for sure if they did not have those mishaps on special teams. I really do totally believe that. Definitely important that we got that figured out now with Mevis. Panthers game going to be interesting. Keys to the game, see if how the Rams did on that. Mevis is kicking. 9 for 9 on extra points. Mevis is now, I believe, 12 for 12 on extra points and 2 for 2 on field goals tonight. And for his career, the Stafford connection to rebound with Adams. Did that. Check. 13 personnel used more. Looked like it was going to be a good matchup, but Todd Bowles did change the defense up a bit, so that couldn't be used as much. Hopefully to be used more next week against the Panthers. Both run defenses stepping up. They did that. Both run defenses did pretty well. Covering Buccaneers well. Wow, yeah, I mean, we did that. Obviously, Baker getting hurt, unfortunately, did not help things out for the Bucs. But the Rams were able to do a very good job covering Buccaneers. 3 catches for 32 yards on the day. The Bucs finding someone else in the pass game to step up was a storyline, too, that I wanted to see. They were really unable to do that, going to the Bucs box score side of things now. Trying to see exactly Buccaneers' stats on the game. Yeah, leading receiver was Emeka Egbuka with 3 catches for 32 yards. Shez Johnson, 3 for 21. Cade Otton, 4 for 21. Godwin, 2 for 9. Sterling Shepard, 3 for 12. Sean Tucker, 1 for 4. Rachaad White, 1 for 4. Rachaad White was actually efficient in the run game, 7 for 38 with 5.4. They did have 123 total rushing yards, though, on the Rams. They just couldn't pass the ball, really, whatsoever. But 70 total passing yards as a team. 263 total for the Rams. Yeah, they reversed 4 pressures as well. Love to see it. Stafford really making his MVP case now at 30 touchdowns already. I don't think he's going to get to the Manning record. I think he'll probably be closer to around that high 40s touchdown mark, but I definitely think he's in the running for MVP. Jonathan Taylor kind of put himself out of it a bit. Drake May wasn't awful, but he wasn't great. He had a turnover, whereas Stafford is yet to have a game recently with any turnovers. Cue the fade. Halftime report has nothing occurring. The game is wild. Maybe. Carlos said, great win. Rams look good. I still think they have a problem with Darius and Josh Wallace. They're both horrible. Also, Akello's back soon, which is why McCreary is not giving a chance. Darius Williams can't cover anyone. He's terrible. He's not terrible, I would say. I mean, Carlos, you just came in here to hate once again. But, yeah, I can definitely see that. I missed some chats. I know that. The Chiefs lost a big player Thursday in the Bills-Texans game. The ref. Maybe didn't miss any chats. Yeah, again, Akello's going to be back soon. Maybe this week his window to return is opened up again. That would be great. I did say the Cardinals game is probably the game is good. That was his expected timeline anyway. But I wouldn't be surprised if they open up his window just to see if he can come back next week. But yeah, overall, very dominant performance by this Rams team. Moved to 9-2. The Buccaneers, however, moved to 6-5. And for right now, they're still the 4 seed in the NFC because the Panthers game has not yet happened. But once that does happen, it is going to be quite interesting to see how this will be. Yeah, for now, Bucs are still 4 because they have the tiebreaker over Carolina based on win percentage in division games. But if Carolina wins, they will be 7-5, and the Bucs will be 6-5. So they will not be at the top of their division, which will definitely be interesting to see if the Panthers can hold on. Manuel said, hey, you did the right thing tonight flying solo, brother Josh. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was really debating it. I was hoping the tech would be good. The tech was pretty good. Solo, the broadcast was cutting a little bit in and out on my end, but wasn't too far behind. I hope. Obviously, we had the Tom Graci raid. Thank you so much again to Tom and the fans. We really appreciate it. Born to lose? No, you weren't. You were born to win. I love LA. Let's go Rams. You should change that username. You were not born to lose whatsoever. The Rams fans getting on camera, loving it. Thank you, everyone who tuned in to this stream. Tough one next week. Yeah, TD, you're right. It's going to be tougher than you think. The Panthers, one of the best home teams in football. Bryce Young, Southern California kid, playing quarterback, so we'll have to just wait and see how exactly that goes. Tough one tomorrow, though, for the Panthers, being in San Fran. Going to be interesting to see how that game goes. Obviously, we'll be watching that one on Monday night, seeing how they are. Manuel said, who's Tom Graci? He is another football content creator. He's independent, his own channel. He's a Packers fan, but he also covers the NFL as a whole. He makes skit videos, analysis videos. He does live streams for every primetime game, for every team. So for games that we don't do live, meaning non-Rams games like Thursday Night Football, if you wanted a live stream to watch for that when the Rams aren't on Thursday night, Tom Graci is your guy. If you want to have some more commentary there. He streams solo every week for every game, and he never misses a beat. He puts out sometimes multiple videos a day. He really puts in the hard work. I know I'm glazing right now. I know I am. But he deserves it, man. Tom Graci has done so much for so many people. He's there. He helps out with St. Jude multiple times a year. He's done many chaotic good charity events. TJ said, that was fun, guys. Can't wait to do it again. Thank you so much, TJ. We hope to see you in chat again. Have fun in Carolina. Have fun. Hopefully have a good experience there. Hopefully the Rams can catch a dub while you're down there. Josh, if you're still in chat, thank you for finding some time to tune in. I know you're traveling, kind of taking a bit of a break, but you will be back this week. Josh will be back making videos this week. We'll be back as a duo next Sunday, and hopefully as a duo for the rest of these games leading all the way up to a Super Bowl win. So we will have to wait and see on that. But before this stream ends, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe right now. We're on the road to 5K, 5,000 subscribers, and share the stream. Share the channel link as a whole. If you know any other Rams fans, football fans looking for more content, make sure to do that. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share the stream. Thank you to everyone in chat. Thank you one final time to Tom Graci RMS. Yes, I did get rated earlier, Tom. No, not Tom RMS. Thank you. Yeah, so that was great, man. I need to find a way to personally thank Tom. As I hope he saw the message. I hope he saw our reaction. I hope he saw the great content that we can make on this channel. And Tom, if the Packers play the Rams in the playoffs, it's the only time that it can happen. Let's make some content together. Why not? Why not? Carlos, Stafford's MVP so far without a doubt. Meg gets to play against Jets and Dolphins 2 times each. He just okayed the Bengals. Yeah, Stafford was just okay last week, but it was the Seahawks defense, which Cam Ward actually did pretty well against. And he didn't have a turnover in that game, whereas Drake May did. I believe it was a pick 6 for the Bengals. The Patriots ended up coming back with their own pick 6 in that game. But still, definitely not a great performance from the Patriots. Again, they're 10-2. The Dolphins don't look as bad as they did early in the year, but yeah, the Jets are the Jets, so they do have to play the Bills again, and they do have to play the Ravens as well. Carlos saying, I hope Baker's okay. I like him a lot. I hope he's okay, too. I like him a lot, too. The NFL is better when everyone's healthy, so hopefully he is healthy. And if he isn't, he should learn from his previous mistake and take a couple games off. If it's not a serious injury, take a game off. Don't risk yourself getting hurt once again, especially because he's a free agent soon. I don't know. It's either this year or next year, so you don't want that to be a risk towards your value. Once again, thank you everybody so much for watching. I'm gonna head off here and we'll let you all eat dinner if you haven't already. I'm about to go do that. But thank you very much for watching. Once again, I appreciate everyone for joining. Josh, we'll be back making videos this week. We'll be back streaming together Sunday morning around 9:55 a.m. Pacific time for an early window game, the last early window game of the year in the regular season for the Rams, going up against a surprisingly scrappy Panthers team that they will have to be prepared for. TD, hell yeah, Ramley. Happy Thanksgiving, number 1 in the NFC. Enjoyed hanging out with you all tonight. Josh Fine did a great job flying solo. Peace out. Thank you so much, TD. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you to everyone for watching. Once again, make sure to like the video right now. And Deuce saying peace. Yes, peace to you, Deuce, as well. See you next video, Josh. Great job, brother. Thank you, Manuel. Really appreciate it. Once again, one last time, thank you, everybody, for watching. Make sure to like the stream right now. Hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 5K subscribers by the end of the year. Josh and I believe we can do it. You're a reason why we can. I'm thankful. Josh and I are so thankful for everyone who watches our videos, who's in our chat. TJ saying like the way. Hit the like button on the way out. Carlos saying Panthers have one less day to recover, and tomorrow's game will be a very physical one. Yes, I do agree. I do agree that does play a slight advantage to the Rams in that game. We'll see if it's physical. We will see. See how Brock Purdy looks in his second game back. Ooh, they're showing Eagles highlights, blowing a 21-0 lead. Ooh, might want to turn on NBC. They're showing the blown lead. But yes, Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button right now. Subscribe. We're on the road to 5K, 5,000 subs. Once again, one final thank you to Tom Graci and the Graci posse. You know what? I'll say go Pack Go once again, one more time for Tom. Thank you so much for recognizing us, recognizing our content. I'm going to go watch that clip 1,000 times over. If you're not already subscribed to Tom, you should be right now. What's my Rams victory dinner going to be? I think I got some salmon. I'm pretty sure. I have to go look and see what I got here. I'll let you know, some salmon, some veggies. Trying to eat healthy right now. Thanksgiving's going to be my cheat day. I'm going to be a little unhealthy, so got to eat healthy. Going into that day. But again, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a great rest of your night, great rest of your weekend. Hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving with your family. Make sure to be spending some time with them while you're watching football and eating food. Make sure to spend quality time with the family. That's why we're not going to have a video on Thanksgiving. Because you should not be watching us. That's the one day you shouldn't be watching us. Listen to us in the car, though. We are on Spotify. Yes, audio is available on Spotify. And in case you don't know that, if you have a long car ride and want to listen to some Rams Digest, you can do that. That is the one time you should be listening to us on Thanksgiving. Make sure to hit that like button one more time. Subscribe. On the road to 5K, 5,000 subs by the end of the year. We believe we can do it. Next stream going to be in the morning, 9:55 a.m. Pacific time. Thank you all so much for watching. One last thank you to Tom Graci for the raid. Really appreciate it. Huge fan of the channel. Hopefully you come watch more videos, Tom. Raid another stream. I'll make sure to be in the chat for your stream tomorrow night as well. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching once again. This was an effort for me to be on here solo, but I think I made the right move. Thank you all for being so supportive tonight. Remember, share the stream, like the video, subscribe on the road to 5K. We'll be back tomorrow with another video regularly. Besides Thursday, we're going to be back posting daily content as always. I've been Josh the Finehirsh as always. Thank you all once again for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Josh and I are so grateful for all of you. Thank you for being so supportive. We'll see you soon. I'll see you soon for some more Rams Digest content. Josh may be back tomorrow or Tuesday. If I'm back tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow. If not, I'll see you Tuesday. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. Rams are the 1 seed, baby. Rams house. Have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you soon. Good night.